Sing has said he's not home right now, but I can go over it, what he said about me. Oh my god, it's gonna just be a back and forth. Alright, whatever. I mean, I invited Sing to come on stream, so like, okay. Because today I woke up, you know? Like, I woke up. I was at the mall, actually, and then I saw Sing was streaming, and he was talking about our games, right? And I tweeted, because of this, right? I tweeted, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I tweeted, it doesn't matter what I tweeted because it's on Reddit. I deleted the other tweet because I was like, I'll delete it because I'll talk to him when I get back, you know? I couldn't really talk to him because I was away from home. I said, funny how Sing goes on stream talking about Dota mistakes on audience who don't watch the game to stir up more ignorant hate when there was original problem in the middle of series we could win. How about, first of all, show the clip with the comments before it happened. So, for those of you who don't know, unaware, for those of you employed, there's a bit of drama between me and Sing yesterday that blew up out of proportion when we lost the streamer tournament. I think all we need, minus 100 followers incoming. I mean, me and Sing are still friends, right? We still talk on Discord, right? It's not like we're enemies, but I have a real beef with how he's addressing these things on stream, right? He's disagreeing with how I play. I don't like that. And I have a real beef with people on Reddit, especially, like using it to personally attack me and making shit up and being like fucking weird about it, you know what I'm saying? But, okay, so let's just look at the clip. So, I think it's very important we look at the game yesterday for a bit of context, right? So, this was the clip from yesterday. Let's see. When was this? Yeah, I was here. Okay. So, this is what happened yesterday, guys, okay? This was the game. We're 62 minutes in. We're in a pretty good position to win. Watch this fight. I have Aegis here. I think it expires. I can't chase. I have no boots. Yada yada, right? I can tank you. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, so let's rewind a bit. So this was the moment, the game-losing moment, kind of, right? We were in a good spot. We have better heroes. It's late game, right? We're chilling. They actually have a 15k net worth lead, but we're in a good spot, right? So this was the moment for those who don't know. And the reason why I wanted to show the moment again, because I didn't yesterday, and like the moment itself shows that why are we even talking about this? It's so stupid, right? I wish this is what Sing showed on stream, because I didn't realize this until I read somebody on my Reddit, right? On my Reddit, one guy made a Sing reaches the highest max viewers count of the year during Gorgc rant. I mean, I hope Sing didn't do it for the viewers, but it's the highest we've had all year, ranting about me. Fuck, you know. Okay, wait, when was it? Okay, the whole triangle incident. This guy did a breakdown step for step what happened, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to watch the VOD. He even has like what everybody's saying and stuff and whatever he's doing, right? But it does not to offset blame, but it's just like, this is where I realized, like, wait, I need to rewatch the VOD, what happened, right? Because I don't remember, right? Okay, so let's see here. Yada yada. I go back farming. Here, we're farming. Okay, listen very carefully here, guys. Chasing Steve, I can't connect so easy, right? I don't have move speed. I have Sing, I have no boots. Okay, watch this now. Just listen. Just everybody listen. I'm getting my neutral. I'll also get the zone. I mean, Stygian. So I said I also get Stygian because Steve got Stygian, right? Like, so I was like thinking, is it good to have two? It's probably okay. And I think actually I should have taken move speed here. It was wrong to take primary. But it's actually, I think both are fine. But I think personally I could have taken move speed because I was slow. But yeah, alright, let's move on. And here, listen. Damage now.
Oh, by the way. We take triangle? They're without subs?
Steve says, we take triangle, they without subs. He pings it, right? The time is 6409, right? After he says it. 6409. He pings it. Three of our heroes are next to the triangle, right? That's it. Okay, and then I'm like, yeah, we need the gem and forward. There are no subs, guys. Come. I can tank even. Come. So this happened about 8 seconds later. They jumped me, right? About 7-8 seconds later, they jumped me. I'm just like the weird part is I didn't make the call to go triangle, but we have 2 saves, right? And I tell my subs even, guys, sit behind me, just in case. We don't know they're there for sure, right? Like, it's a gamble. We don't see anything on the map. Pi is down here, so we're 4 people and it's against 3. And mind you, Axe doesn't have BKB either. So I didn't think they would have the balls to jump me even if they were there, because we're all there, ready. And then, of course, Undying bug happens where she pushes me out of the Undying thing by accident. So it's unfortunate, like whatever it happens, right?
Nice tombstone.
I said nice tombstone, but I was in it. Why'd you leave it? Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. Here, obviously, we should not be chasing this SF. It is 3v4 still, but Pi is not connected and Sing's really far away. There's no comms going on. We're talking about why did you leave the tombstone? Like, I should just tell everybody to back, you know? Fight in Fountain, it's better, right? Because we don't have outposts, I can't TP. But the point of the matter is, I watched the clip, guys. Why are we even discussing this? Like, I didn't even make the call to go high ground. Like, I didn't make the call to go high. Guys, it was Steve made the call. 7 seconds later, I went. Nobody said don't go. Nobody said I'm not ready. I said, okay, I'm going. Subs, sit behind me, right? Like, it's just, why are we even talking about this, dude? It's not even my call, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like he said, no supports. Like they have 2 supports dead. We wanna, okay, let's go take triangle. The reality is their 2 supports are low MMR, so they don't even care about them that much. And yeah, and I during my rant, guys, very importantly, just to note, I never, ever, even once mentioned the fact that Sing could have saved me. It's just like he could be closer, you know, whatever. Like it's he could have been closer, and he could have like saved me, of course. And I kept telling him to be close to me, but it's fine that he didn't. Like he's not high MMR and he's rusty, and that wasn't my main focus. There was just after the game. And Ray, like first of all, it wasn't my calls. It's not even my idea. What's the big deal, right? Like, why are we like? He said 7 seconds after the call, I am there, right? Where 3 other heroes were closer than me, they can be ready, right? Like it's very simple. We have 2 saves. It's very. We almost executed it correctly, and we should have won the game, right? But the problem, this is just a baseline, guys. We've just got into the baseline, right? My base defense, I mean base, not defense, but base argument is, guys, wasn't even my call. Like I didn't want to necessarily do this. I was following Steve's call. I don't know what he saw on the map that I didn't. Maybe he saw a hero, top lane. Maybe he has A on disc and he wants to jump first. Like regardless, he made the call. I came a few seconds later. I listened to it. Nobody else said anything. If we look at the replay, on the Faces Void game. And by the way, I really want to reiterate this, guys. This is why I'm bothered with what Sing did today. I'm really disappointed and bothered. Because out of all these 8 replays, guys, I'd never even once mentioned anybody's gameplay mistakes but my own, right? No item decision, anything. Like I never mentioned any mistakes but my own. But like if you really want to look at mistakes, right? While these calls are going on, right? Like let's be honest. Like, if we really want to, and this is the first time I mentioned this, we can look at what Sing said about me afterwards, right? The first time I ever mentioned this, right? After many times telling him to buy Blink Wind Waker, you know, be ready, because they have only one play. If they make this play and they fail, they lose, right? They lose the game. It's very bad. And here, we can talk, Sing talked about this later, but whatever, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Let's go through the game-winning play. I mean, I'm not even using this as a weapon. I don't care that Sing fucked up. That's not my point. I don't care that he fucked up. It's just like, if you're gonna point that out, like, what are we doing here, right? Yada yada, running, farming. Could have killed that guy, but we ran left, who cares? But, alright. Here comes the moment, right? I think. Sing is standing here. Wait, where's the player view? Wait, I thought I saw, okay, he gets his neutral item, right? And he's just reading neutral items. He's hovering over the neutral items and reading them. He's reading Witchbane. What does Witchbane do? He's reading all his neutral items. Wait, let's rewind that so it's more clear. That's what he's sitting and doing while we're making. He's reading Witchbane. He's reading Conjurers. He's reading Regalia. Like he's reading it while we're making this play. So whatever, you know. Like I don't care. But like if we're gonna point out mistakes, it's so ridiculous, guys. Like whatever, you know. He's just reading all of the neutral items one by one while we were making that play. And guys. Just remember, please, 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 before you type anything in chat, please, 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 please remember, I did not make the call to go high ground. Just please remember, please, just please, before you say anything. I did not make the call to go high ground. I followed Steve's call. I said, guys, follow me, this and that. That's it. That wasn't that complicated because Steve's call is correct. And my move is correct. Like, that's how you just play Dota. And there was like, we can look at the after talk right now, right? We want to look at the after talk when we lost, right? Steve goes on a rant. Let's see.
Late game stuff. Like, why were we're not even 5 when we did that play, for example. Like,
Which play asked?
Dota is a game that's actually super low skill.
I asked which play because I didn't understand what he was talking about, really, right? Like, I was very positive about our loss. I was like, whatever, let's move on. It's game 1. I just wanted to move on.
But execution was bad. Why not just wait for your team? Why not check your teammates' skills/items? No.
Why not check? Why not wait? Okay. So listen, bro. I can't check everybody's items and skills all the time. I just trust that we're on the same page when someone makes a call. I confirm it. We're 2 cores, 2 highest and more players in the lobby. We're making a call, right? Like, it's not really much more than that. Like, I'm not gonna micromanage everything in this game. I was trying to help Rhea a bit and stuff, like in item decisions. Like, okay, like we're higher MMR, we have to help out with item decisions and stuff. That's not a big deal, but guys, like, what is this? Like, I'm not. You don't understand. I'm struggling to put this forth. It wasn't my call. I'm not blaming anybody for their positioning or mistake. I never did that. I ranted 3 hours yesterday, guys. I never pointed out a single time my teammates' mistakes in positioning or itemization or anything. I never even. It's pointless, right? I was mad yesterday because people were like using it to attack me, and I was mad yesterday because people were like misinterpreting the situation like something else, right? That's what bothered me, not the play itself. Like, whatever, they fucked up, who cares, right? Like, okay, but let's listen to the rant. So Steve said something about 5-manning, right? Let's listen. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do the whole thing and then I'm gonna respond, because I feel like I can't, like, if I respond to every stupid question, I'm never gonna get anywhere.
4 buttons, that's all you do. Like, compared to Age of Empires, StarCraft 2 or whatever, this game is fucking easy. The whole game is about numbers and spells. These are literally the only 2 things about this game, and we just need to respect these 2 things, really.
Yeah.
We're just actually not playing Dota. It's my problem. Like,
yeah, we played fine. I mean, honestly, if we just save, if we're ready with saves, the 2 times they're jumping me under shit wards, like, it's just easy. We were already second time, but the first time we're just yapping and sitting in the sitting in the base. You know, I don't know about what, but yeah, we're just yapping. They can never kill me. Fix the comms. It's easy. It's not a big deal. Let's move on. It's just there's nothing else to do, right? But it's whatever. Like, it's fine. It's whatever. We're in game. We're not gonna play perfect. It's game 1 of a series. Let's try to improve next time. It wasn't a big deal. Like, we're in game 1, guys. I don't want to harp on it, right? And I don't know what Steve's move was about. Like, I thought he was talking about my move, right? Walking high ground that he called. He didn't even remember he called it. I talked to Excalibur afterwards. He didn't even remember it, that he said it. He just said it and then he forgot. He was not talking about me here. I thought he was talking about me, so I was like, do you mean like when I walked high ground we didn't save? Like, what's the big deal, right? Like, okay, whatever, let's move on. Like, I didn't know what he was talking about. He was not talking about me, actually. He explained on his stream today. He was talking about Pi randomly feeding side lanes, but he didn't want to tell Pi, you know? He was trying to say it nicely, but he was actually talking about Pi Die. And if you don't believe me, go to his VOD and check. He explained it.
It's just that I
pretty good overall.
I actually want you guys to count numbers when we make a play. Like, actually just...
By the way, to count numbers and make a play, there were 2 dead on enemy team, and 1 Axe didn't have BKB. They made an all-in play there. That was crazy, actually, of them to do it. Like, it's shameless, because if we save, they lose, right? Very crazy play by them. But we did have a numbers advantage, and it's normal in Dota when you have a numbers advantage, you take positions on the map, right? Like, it's very normal. That's what you do. So I don't know what... The speech seemed pointless for what was happening, but he wasn't talking about that moment. He was talking about in general, I think, about Pi being a little bit... Pi was a bit tilted. He was doing whatever on side lanes. I don't know. Pi just tilted very easily this tournament. I don't know. He was frustrated things weren't being normal, but he quiets up then.
Like, we are... Like, the whole game is just numbers and spells. It's literally it.
Kind of a whatever. Yeah, I think Sheepstick is right. This speech is kind of pointless. But let's hear what Sing says.
If you're not gathered as 5, just go back. It's that simple in late game.
I see.
We could have, for instance, sacked me there.
Don't go up high grounds without vision. Don't go.
Because I thought we were talking about.
Pockets not with us, go back. It's just that simple.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, moving on. You know, whatever. You know, who cares, right? To save. Like, if we save there, it's different game. But we should always, like, this part of the game, we should always, like, there's nothing else to do but to save.
Even if you died there, what should have happened?
So 5-manning, right? Like, it's all about, like, there's nothing else for supports to do, because cores are pushing out waves mostly, right? But to sit behind the cores and save, that's like normal gameplay, right? Like, it's very normal late game, and it gets confusing. I don't know why, but we can listen to the whole thing.
they kill you.
That's what I'm
they use
trying to
all.
say, right?
You actually buy it instantly, we just take the fight.
Yeah, I could have maybe, but also you could just back, or like we started just chasing into the SF for no reason. Like we were talking about other stuff, like why did you jump out of the? You know, like it was we're not an organized team, and if I buy back right away, I don't have the outpost to TP to. If I bought back right away, we already would have. If we can watch the clip, they already all would have been dead by the time I got there, so it didn't matter. But I could have done that. I was like, man, maybe, you know.
Super weird. Like, are we taking the fight or not?
But that doesn't matter. Like this is all beside the point.
And spells.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Just movement and being more numbers than enemy heroes.
Steve is talking about something completely
The
else.
Roche thing that happened and everything, but it didn't matter. We got the late game anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep positive. We have another game. We're in a series, you know, like whatever.
Like, it's almost like we're disrespecting the enemy in the way that they're so bad, they're not gonna be able to kill me even if I don't play the game properly. But the whole game is numbers.
Steve is just mega over ranting here,
Sure,
bro.
but let's refocus for next one.
Yeah.
Fine.
So
We
let's
got a bit
move on.
lucky winning this one. We had this for sure.
We did good draft. We played well. Like who cares,
Solid.
right? Alright, let's see what
This one
happens.
is cool. Yeah, that
Let's
roll
see.
was unfortunate. Reason I died again. But it was fine, you know. I got back in the late. So.
I had a bad early. Explaining. When did the argument
Game two,
start?
Guys, don't let this tilt you. It doesn't matter in a game 3 series anyway.
It does not matter.
Orange, right? Yeah, it's
hard to click the drafting button. Team tag. Oh.
Let's skip ahead.
that's what I
When
thought.
Sing starts pressing me,
It was very-
I don't know when that happened, but
Got out of it, I was feared instantly. If I was just there for more a second.
I just go inside of it.
I was thinking about the moment. Oh yeah, we realize about the bug now. Yeah, the bug that happened. That's
Time
crazy.
There's no delay. So
Because I thought I
pulling
misclicked.
out again. No,
That's
just
crazy.
click, and then it pushes me out instantly.
Wow, that's. I mean, it's crazy bug. I talked to 33 about this yesterday. He had no idea this was a thing. Even he had no idea. Like it's maybe something new. Even I've never seen it before. It's a very strange interaction between Tombstone where you can push other people out. I have no idea what that is.
Cannot burst. It's impossible.
Probably Gaben was playing Undying. He was like, "Fucking people jumping into my Tombstone. It's my Tombstone and my yacht."
Literally a retarded move by them that we can
You're still
counterplay so
putting-
easily.
You're putting the entire.
Oh wait,
game
let's see.
It's super fine to do it, Steve.
Like,
Okay,
in
what
this
was
game, I kind of don't want to make like these weird taking back triangle whatever without smoke. Like, we just
I don't know what Excalibur's saying here. He said like in late game, I don't want to do these weird taking back triangle smoke. Do we need to go back in the VOD? Like, just louder? Okay, I'll make it a louder.
Taking back
Sorry.
triangle smoke. Do we need to go back?
Like,
in the
do I need to
VOD?
make it a little louder? Like, one
just,
second, just
louder?
because maybe I'm like maybe I'm insane. You know, like maybe I am insane.
Go.
Let's just to confirm. You know.
Yeah. Oh no, guys.
oh, it's not actually.
It's on. Yeah, very slow with the boots. So when you guys are chasing
Just listen very carefully. Who's
damage now.
Oh, by the way, we take triangle. They're without subs.
We take triangle, they're without subs. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like, I don't know what he sees on the map, but I trust my teammate, right? Like, he's also the high MMR guy.
Yeah. We need the gem and forward. There are no subs, guys. Come.
Yeah, my team's meandering around there, but they're closer to the pit than the thing than I am. Rhea heard me clearly. I mean, you know, she came closer to
I
me.
can tank you.
I can tank even, right? We're taking the triangle. Nobody's moving, but Steve, like, called it, and it is very, very, like, easy. We're 3v5, X no BKB. Sorry, 3v4, and we have 2 saves. Like, of course, it's a very basic play, right? So I'm just making sure everybody heard that Steve said it, and then he said, I don't know why we're taking back triangle. I don't know either, my friend, but it's fine. You know, we can make the play. It doesn't have to make the play, but it's very normal in Dota to take back triangle when you're 3v5, when you're stuck in base, right? Like, it's super normal.
We should just
3v4,
play the
sorry.
game properly.
It's super.
And that it
super
play
fine to do.
properly, it feels
This
like
game, like,
it is
no
fine.
It,
Oh, by the way, and just to confirm, Steve on his stream today went over the play and he said it is actually the best play. It is the correct play to do it. And with Void first, it's super easy because you're putting them in a situation where they can lose. But Sing thinks that Steve is berating me and now he wants to dogpile and hop on, which is a little bit bad to do right between game 1 and 2 of a series, right? And here we go, you know, like I'm like, fuck. All right,
Please, guys, please.
No vision.
let's just move on, you know.
Please, guys. We have 2 saves. We have 2 saves. They cannot burst. It's impossible. It's literally a retarded move by them that we can
You're still
counterplay so
putting-
easily.
You're
And I
putting
stand
the
by that, of
entire
course.
Team in a disadvantageous spot where they start the fight on us,
I didn't make the call, but okay.
and there's a chance that you're gonna be bursted, or
But it's still fine. I think Steve's call is fine. That's super okay. Nobody else is going up, so like, you know, it's super normal. But let's see.
Not intended for the 16%. But when you get shot in the back in CS and die, it's your teammate's fault who's not covering the off angles. It's the same concept here. You should have been saved 100%. It was a regarded go by.
And Rhea, yeah, it was retarded. And Rhea tried, and it's cool. But you know what, chat? Even this is not even about. I'm just giving context of what happened here right now. This is not even about what I'm upset about. I don't care. Like whatever. Me and Sing disagree how we play the game. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just giving context to people right now.
Up to low
Yeah.
HP.
I have 5k HP and I have 20% backtrack chance. All I need was in 3
means-
seconds. And then I get defensive because I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we talking about this? Like, you know, like, what is the
They
point?
have 1000 DPS, dudes.
1000 DPS
5
is
seconds.
with.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
think
so
about it though,
in a
the
time.
ideal fight is not you getting tombstone. The ideal fight is you chrono this SF and we just burst them instantly.
Exactly.
It's so ridiculous playing Dota, that concept, but
We-
yeah, whatever.
I quoted-
Steve admitted he was wrong about this later in his own stream, but yeah, it's ridiculous to think like, okay, let's always just get the chrono on SF no matter what. Nobody's moving. We're moving to the high ground. It's normal, guys. Like, we have saves. It's Dota, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Queen and you just
But then now they're all like dogpiling and jumping on. Pi is quiet. He took off his headset while Excalibur was doing his speech, he said, so he didn't want to say anything. And it's just a very weird thing to like keep bringing up. Like, it's a mistake to go high ground. Wasn't my call, and it was fine. Like, we can win the game there. And let's move on. I'm not blaming my teammates for it happening. I'm just saying, let's just be more ready next time, and that's it. Because I actually had the same idea as them. Their idea is go as 5. We were going as 4. Like, against 3, it's fine. You know, like, we have an advantage in numbers. We have the tools to win. We have two chronos. Like, we were chilling, you know?
fight from 100 to 0. That's
But
like
you
the
put us
ideal.
in the
Of
backbone
course.
from the start, before a fight ever happens, on a spot we cannot go up to.
I understand, but listen, guys. This is how easy it is. In professional Dota, Yatoro, how he wins every time. He just says, look at me. So here, I didn't have time to convince Sing, like, we're starting the game, right? So some people will say, like, oh, sorry, I'm not showing the clip. Some people say, why are you bringing up professional Dota? Guys, I have, like, 30 seconds to try to explain the concept of taking back a triangle 3v4, which wasn't my idea, by the way. It was Steve's call and idea. Just, again, I will say it every 10 seconds. I have no time to explain, so I just have to explain at the highest level, this is how they do, right? And I will explain to the 16%ers in the chat what that means later, because we'll have to go over what Sing says about it later too, which is, yeah. Hey, look at me. He walks in, they all jump, use spells on him, you survive, you press Satanic, you win. Like, that's how you play Dota.
like
Like,
this.
of course, we're not gonna... Guys, we're not always gonna get the jump. We can't, like, realistically... Oh, guys, sometimes they're gonna jump us. When you walk as 5, one of the strengths of walking together is if they jump, you're ready, right? That's why you walk as 5. We don't even need 5 if we get the fucking 5-man chrono every time, but every scenario isn't ideal. Sometimes they will smoke and jump you or sit on a ward and jump you. That's when you back each other up. It's a slightly higher level of concept of Dota, guys, but this is how I will explain it to you guys, and I will explain it when I'm watching Sing's review of it. Like, you can say... Like, if someone tells me, why are we pushing lanes? Who cares about lanes? Go kill heroes, run at the heroes. And then you say, like, you don't have no time to fucking explain. You just say, bro, in Pro Dota, the best teams, they push all the lanes all the time. It creates a lot of opportunities, you know? Like, if you watch the Spirit, they push lanes. And then comes somebody, but we are not professionals, so therefore we shouldn't push lanes. No. It's just a concept of how you play. You walk together, and if they initiate, you're ready. Like... It's not deeper than that, bro. It's just just a base concept in Dota, right? Like, I just use Spirit as an example because they do it very well. It's not because we need to play as good as them. We just have to do the same idea. Like, it's just a very normal Dota idea that Sing very much understands, I hope, right? Because everybody uses it, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just very normal. It's not like... It's not something alien or something hard to execute. It's just, I was just explaining the idea how people do it in high level. We can do a similar thing in low level, a lot worse than them probably. Everybody does it to some extent, right? You just walk together and counter initiate. So it's fine. And then we just have to counterplay and we win.
Gonna get the jump.
Okay, whatever then. It's fine. Whatever then. I'm like, I don't want to discuss. We're gonna get the jump. Or blink Tombstone and we're chilling. I just don't want to. I don't want to talk about that. I'm getting irritated because Steve is attacking me even though he made the call. Sing jumps on. Pi is quiet. Rhea is quiet, and I'm like sitting there like, bro, I need to focus for fucking. What am I gonna draft next game? How am I gonna game plan? You know, like I'm like, we're still in a series. Like I don't want to talk about this. Let's just. I'm literally. I don't want to pull authority here, but guys, I'm the captain of this team. the games we were winning, I was leading the team how we should play, which fights we should take, and how we draft, what heroes we're playing, what timings we're playing on. Like at some extent, you just have to trust me, you know. Like I don't know what else to say. Like I'm the 6-letter void in this game. At some point, you have to just kind of trust me. If I do one thing and they do another because they think it's correct, then we're never gonna win. Sometimes you just have to go with an idea, right? I don't know how else you play Dota. Right? You just have to go with an idea. That's the normal way, right? I think that's the normal way. That's how everybody does it, right? You can't just like do whatever. Like that's how it worked, and that's why game 2 was really bad, because we weren't going with any idea, right? So, but let's continue a bit.
I survived. We win. It's actually so simple.
Check out this
waste
clip,
everything on
Excalibur.
nothing,
Yeah,
right?
sure I will. And then I have to defend my concept because I don't know. We're in the middle of some talk. This is bad of me. I should have just kept saying let's move on because it's like I can't. Like I'm thinking about other stuff too.
No.
Instead of us just making a
No,
play
it's not
on
when we
the-
hooked it. We just
Hey,
counterplay.
bro, it's not that they fuck up, bro. It's just us counterplaying. That's all, man. Come
I
on.
mean, I mean, let's say, I mean, the problem
us
is with
fucking
this
up.
play. I mean, let's say we're not smoked, right? And you walk up triangle. They don't jump you because they're smart. Then you just jump the back lane.
Then we
They
chrono.
lose. Yeah, they lose. But
I mean, sure, but they might not even die in the chrono because everyone else is in the chrono also. Like, ideally, I feel like if you do it properly, initiation is like 90% of the game. Like choosing the right target, like Dion can die before you even cast a single spell. If you do it properly. That's my opinion. I mean, if you want to play on the tanking thing, you can try, but it's always
It's
harder
always
to
on
do.
the back foot. It's always on the back foot.
And I'm
It's
like, I'm so irritated by this. Like, it's always in the back. Bro, we're just taking back an area 3v4. We have 2 saves. Like, it's not. And it's not even. I wasn't my call, man. I was just following a fucking call and it was fine. We almost wiped them. Why are we even talking about this? Imagine bringing this up and keep talking about it in between a series where we can win. Like, I'm losing it a little bit, you know? Like, bro, we're in between a series. I'm focusing on what I'm picking next and how we're playing. Like, I don't even know. Like, can we just move on? Like they fucked up, not saving me, and whatever. Maybe the idea that wasn't mine wasn't easy to execute. I would argue it pretty easy. It's pretty to execute. So what's the big deal? It's normal, you know. They want to talk about it because they want to avoid the same gameplay in game 2. Bro, we can't change everything between game 1 and 2, guys. Like, what are we supposed to do? When 2 enemies are dead, we're supposed to sit in base as 5 and then smoke out every time? Like, it's very strange, bro. Like, we're in the middle of a series, man. SingSing's half comments are retarded because he doesn't get criticized by his chat, but goes after people who criticize him hard. I mean, Sing, like I said, I like Sing, he's my friend, but he's a very, very big problem with admitting he's ever wrong, and he, like, I don't know, that's why I knew this was a lost argument, but I was also being frustrated because we just, like, I was trying to keep my emotions in, we just lost a very long, intense game, so yeah.
Guys. I think it's pointless arguing, okay?
Yeah, let's move on.
Not, because this will determine how you play late game. And if we play late game where they always jump first because we're walking at them without a smoke,
They're
ward,
not
or dust
always-
or anything,
Not
then
always
we're just
jump
gonna die
first.
randomly late game. It's gonna be random pickups late game every game.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. Let's move on, like, you know, whatever. We can't
Yeah,
be...
It's not. I don't want to argue because it's pointless.
It is very
I
pointless
don't think
arguing.
it's
Right
pointless,
before the
'cause
game.
it's a
Okay,
fix,
saying,
that's
let me fucking say it. If you sit behind me the 2 times I jump, you blink plus Wind Waker, I come out of it, I satanic, we win. They have no counterplay.
And he
They
pissed
have
me
no-
off here because he kept fucking pushing at it, bro. Like, they don't have any counterplay. They have no nullifier, guys. They auto lose the game if they jump like that. If he just has one play, he doesn't have to push out any lanes. Sure, he was sitting reading his neutral items, but I got mad. Like, bro, okay, fine, I will criticize your gameplay. I didn't criticize anybody until now, but I just got pissed off. You know, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Nullifiers, it's over.
And he kept yelling, so I was like, okay, I'll yell too then. Fine, if that's what you want me to do, right? I'll do it too.
you had to do after the game, I tried telling you, follow me. You had nothing else to do. You had nothing. There was nothing else to do, Sing. And it sometimes...
barracks with no 2 lanes with no barracks.
Okay.
You understand what that means immediately?
He didn't push in any lanes. It was all pie, me and Excalibur, but yeah.
Yes, and I'm pushing out every wave, and I'm...
You're not.
like,
You can't. You're one hero.
yeah, but I am pushing out waves. I have to push out waves in our lineup, okay? That's why it's pointless. I'm gonna get mad. You're gonna get mad arguing about this. What's the
When
fucking...
did he yell? Wait, you guys don't hearing his tone of voice?
Like ideally,
barracks with no, or 2 lanes with no barracks.
2 lanes with no barracks. You know, like that's that. I mean, he's speaking in a very aggressive manner. I don't know what else to say it. You know, and then I got louder. I got closer to the mic, so I got louder too. But yeah.
Fix late game really fast. You just say like,
And then we have to discuss this shit, and it's just like right before a game, and I'm like, what the fuck? Can't we just move on, bro? I didn't want to talk about the individual mistakes. Like, you guys can't hear it? Dude, when you speak like that, that is not a normal tone of voice, guys. I was like, can we move on? No, I think it's important. You know, bro, it's like, dude, you're bringing the energy up here. Of course, if eventually I'm also gonna bring it higher, you know, like, fuck, what the hell, you know, like, stop, please. You know, that's just how humans talk, you know, like, bro, let's move on. We're in between a series. Like, at some point I had to, like, okay, I'll explain then. If you really want to get into it, let's explain, right? Like, if you're really gonna increase your tone of voice so many times, then yeah. Yeah, basically rage baiting on a professional level, right? We can't hear because it's on fine volume. Yeah, okay, so Sing is much lower for you guys than he is for me in my ears, right? I have them a little bit lower on my ears, but yeah, it's as loud as it gets, pretty much. I'm louder for you guys because my mic is just turned up higher, right? It's just higher on my stream, but yeah. Regardless of the manner, I just wanted to give context, right? I didn't call for the play. I just wanted to say, like, it's a fine play. We just fucked up. Who cares? I didn't want to even harp on it because in between, it's so bad talking about it in between a series. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's so, how we're gonna win game 2, guys, if we don't feel good about, we have to feel good about the last game. We played well, like, let's move on, you know? If something stupid happened. But yeah, my guys, just so you understand, my mic is louder on my stream, right? Just so like, my mic goes to the red on my stream. It's a bit loud now. I need to turn it down, but it's not, the volume I have on the actual gameplay stuff is lower. He reacts in 1 second. Reacts in an aggressive tone with less than 1 second of pause, even thinking or considering everything. Yeah, exactly. It's not necessarily yelling. Let's just rephrase it. Aggressive tone, right? Like, he's escalating it for no reason. And you know what the base problem I have with this? When you do this in a team environment, and plus we're streaming, it gets so toxic and bad, bro. I had 2 hate threads about me. 2. Like, for what? For talking back? Like, what are we supposed to do, man? Like, it's so, can we talk about this after the game? Like, we're in between games. Like, fuck off, you know? We're saying turn up the VOD volume. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. My bad. Alright, that was the context. It wasn't, like, just to clarify, there was not even anything to argue about. It wasn't my call, but I defended it anyway, because I felt like 2 people were calling me an idiot and 2 people were silent. Even though Steve was made the call, I don't fucking know. But yeah, then he went on his stream today. This is what bothered me. I'm like, okay, I can move on. I had some hate threads about me. We went over them yesterday. Who cares, right? That's why I did this Reddit. So he went on his stream today, right? And this is where things got bad, in my opinion. That's why I tweeted, why is Sing going on his stream talking about Dota mistakes? Because you have to understand that even though Sing is not so high MMR, he's a lot higher than his chat, right? Like, he's about half my MMR or whatever, right? But he's a lot higher than his chat. So whatever he's gonna say, if he says it in a way, they're just gonna believe him, you know? And there's no, like, third party, like, correcting him, or there's nothing, right? So, I mean, it's not all about MMR, but it's just about, like, you have to understand his skill level. He hasn't played Dota in 2 years as well, by the way. His skill level is higher than the chat. So, whatever he says is gonna be taken at face value no matter what, right? It's gonna be taken at face value no matter what. Nobody's gonna consider other things or anything. That's the problem with being a streamer and looking at other streamers and criticizing their gameplay, which happened here in this VOD, by the way, is because everybody takes everything you say at face value, right? It's very bad. It's like, it creates this weird stream hopping toxicity. Like, it's just so bad, bro. It's really bad. So at some point he's like, I don't know when he starts reviewing the replay, right? But let's see here. Okay. Let's see. He started looking at it. Let's see. I want to see his review of it, right? Because I didn't really... if you remember yesterday, guys, I wasn't talking about the replay. I was just upset about the fact that we're even arguing to begin with about something so stupid. right in between a series, in between two streamers, creating strife, creating anger, polarizing people in our chats against each other. And I feel like especially when you speak in a way, you polarize a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying Sing isn't more accomplished in Dota than me, because sorry, I have to explain this because there's some retards in the chat. I apologize for you guys. I'm not saying I'm more accomplished, but I think even he would admit right now his Dota knowledge is not as high as mine or Excalibur's or Pi because he's not active,
by a
right?
legend, so MMR doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true. Hate watch. So I mean, even he will admit that. So don't like go all like, ooh, you know, like please, guys. It's not. That's not even the point. It's just he will even admit it. Right now he's not so knowledgeable about Dota. He doesn't know most of the spells. He's reading neutral items. And that's fine, you know. But let's see. Let's see what he said here in the thing. Let's see. Let's see. Because this is what bothered me, like, because I never criticized any gameplay on my stream. Because if you criticize gameplay, you're just blatantly making the other person look bad without context. You understand what I mean? You're just making the other person look bad. We were just talking about an idea in Dota, right? And I mentioned the Yatoro example because I didn't have any, like, how do I explain Dota? Like, counterplaying is something you do on every level in Dota. They do it well. You walk in front. You're 4 versus 3. They jump you. They get surprised. Oh, they're 4. They lose. It's not really that complicated, right? Like, it's really... I don't think it's a concept that I feel like Sing thinks is really complicated either, but he still wanted to, like... I don't know. He still wanted to argue it for some reason, which was very counterproductive to winning the next game, I think, right? And I invited Sing today to talk on stream, by the way. He invited me to talk... I said we should talk on stream, right? And we talked, like, on Discord. But he said he's not home now, but he said you can go over what I said. And now I'm gonna go over what he said, right? It's like, I'm like, okay, fine. Killed a spot you couldn't find, so why flame him on his MMR? It's not a flame, bro. It's just an objective fact. It's not... The MMR doesn't matter. It's just the point that he will himself admit he does not know much about Dota right now. He's not active, bro. Like, please. He's not even whatever MMR he was before he quit. He's probably lower because he has not been active for so many years. It's a very basic fact. Like, he's just not... He doesn't know what spells do right now and stuff like that, and he doesn't know which camps to farm, and that's fine. That was never my critique to begin with, you know. But the only reason I mentioned it was because he's still, despite all of that, he's still higher and more knowledgeable than most of his chat. So whatever he says is gonna make me look like an idiot, right? Do you understand now? That was the reason I mentioned it. Is everybody caught up? I'm not sure if everybody's caught up. Like, that's the reason I mentioned. Despite all that, he's still higher than chat. So when he yaps about it a lot, then it seemed like, oh, Gorgc is a fucking retard. I knew it, you know? Like, alright. The problem is with his chat. Yeah, but I mean, his problem is with Sing that he doesn't understand the impact of saying certain things on his stream. Because I get very many people polarized against me because of it, right? It's really stupid. It's really stupid. You never do this to other streamers. You just don't. You shouldn't do this to people that much in general. It's really dumb. But look at these people in my chat right now. They're coming over, like, literally just typing toxic shit.
We're here
Literally just
pushing out
typing
waves because
toxic
it's all we
shit.
can do right now. Because I don't see any
They're not even listening. They're literally not even listening. But yeah, you're doing it right now. Listen, guys, I'm not critiquing gameplay. Do you understand? I just mentioned, there's the first time in all my rounds yesterday, I just mentioned gameplay. I just mentioned Sing is looking at neutral items, right? Like, that's all. And I'm not saying anything counterproductive about us walking together and Wind Wakering, right? That was the first time I mentioned it, but I decided to mention it today just offhand, you know, because he mentioned he's talking about my gameplay here on stream,
and
right?
smoking up and walking with a ward, and then we take control back of the map.
So this is Sing's basic idea of Dota, is always smoking with the map and stuff.
Like now-ish or whatever.
Sing doesn't have minimap enabled, but we can show the minimap. Okay, so they had a ward here, I got caught, right? 54 minutes and 50 seconds, right? That happens, you know, like... buyback.
What can you do? Like, he's talking about yapping or whatever. How do I save him here? Tell me.
Okay, we can go over the replay. So let's go over the replay. What happened? So I wasn't talking about him. Just first of all, let's go over the replay. We were not like, if you notice our position on the map, right? Like, let's show here. Yesterday. All my trouble seems so far. Okay, let's see. So I'm not even talking about him, but let's just get the replay here.
Let's. So bad.
Okay. Okay, so where that it was 54, right?
I didn't have nullifier actually. I used it earlier.
We didn't have nullifier. Is this the play time?
I on myself, I swear.
Okay, so
Wait, it's...
okay, here we're talking,
Fuck that
right?
foil. Go, chill.
Yeah, can't chrono that. I mean, I can actually. I could kill him.
I just didn't have nullifier for that game.
I have this.
But wait,
if you
it's
stop
fine.
there.
Wait, BKB.
Guys,
Wait,
how can I
BKB?
stop putting myself in the fucking tombstone? I'm so for real. I don't know how to stop.
Just
doing
don't click
this.
it.
I'm not clicking it on myself. I swear. I put it on the fucking cliff, and then I just end up inside of it. I'm not even
you
on the
click-
cliff.
Don't click it.
Clicking it by mistake.
I mean, how you get inside it is either you right click it or you put it on top of yourself.
It's only two ways. Yeah.
That's the only 2 ways you can get into it.
Maybe it's a play anyway. Oh yeah, up. So that was I was talking about yapping. We're talking about like the tombstone mechanic. Like I don't know. We're just like don't click it. All right. But during all of this, if you look at the minimap, we're just standing around like
Sanity check
they're
with
both.
the sane people. How many of us there even are? Agree.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I feel like I'm going insane. That's why I don't mind this drama, because I genuinely feel like I have not done anything wrong, and I'm really pointing out like real things. So just to understand what Sing said here. So we're talking about Tombstone thing. Both saving supports are sitting in base, not pushing out waves or anything. If you see the mid wave is here, right? You can't see my mouse, but if you see the minimap, the mid wave is pushed in, bot lane is being pushed in, and there's nothing to do on the map right now except for like sitting behind your cores, right? Like you're not doing anything on supports. You're just sitting in the base, right? On both. And they're talking about the tombstone mechanic, and Sing is just sitting. That's all I meant. Like, okay, guys, let's stop talking and let's focus. You know, let's play. Let's follow each other around on the map. I was not talking to him specifically. I was just like meant in general, right? I wasn't attacking him, but as you guys noticed during the entire clip here, while we're talking about the tombstone thing, the Undying and the Snapfire icon do not move from the spot above the middle high ground. We don't see anything on the map, so they could be smoked anywhere. They placed a smart ward on the left side there. They got me. That happens. But I was like, guys, let's not yap so much and let's focus. See, I don't even think it was yapping, but like, let's just focus on the game, right? Like, it's all good. That's what I said, you know, after dying.
How did E argue his points back and they compared to Gorgc? E is super logical.
Alright, wait,
E
let's see.
is hyper logical, dudes.
I am.
I very rarely had like a problem with him when it came to arguments. Also, it was more other things, more personal.
That's why I'm surprised Sing disagrees with him with like some concepts in Dota, because it is pretty logical. Yeah, but
how do I
and I wasn't like really blaming my team. I was more frustrated the fact that we're standing still and like talking about some other thing instead of just playing the game. Like we have gem and stuff. Like we have sentries. We can D-ward. We're just not doing anything. Like I'm just trying to express, guys. Let's focus. Clear comms. You know, that's the only play.
save him here?
Me dying here, it's a smoke. You know, it happened. I mean, it's smoke on a ward, on a good ward late game here. And now, like, how am I supposed to save him here? Smirking. Like I'm blaming him. I never blamed him. Like. That wasn't my point. It was just like, guys.
Behind him? No. He said his words. I have one job, and I couldn't even do it. I just had to sit behind him and save him.
At this point of the game, actually, there isn't that much to do, but to save your cores when they're pushing out lanes. Because honestly, Undying is very bad at pushing out lanes, and Snapfire is okay, but you can push out lanes. You're just like not gonna scale that well, and the only people we have to farm something, right? We're actually bleeding gold because they're farming most of the map. So yeah, a lot of the time it is kinda your only job late game. We can look at it later because he actually starts looking at Team Spirit gameplay, and it's kind of ironic because that's what they're doing with Void. But yeah, let's continue.
How do I save this?
I didn't have BKB, so I was dead anyway. Honestly, like I think I was just dead. And
One job.
But that was never the moment we talked about, obviously, and I never said that, and I never attacked Sing for his gameplay, even once. Yesterday or today, if you really want to count today, but I said he's red as neutral item, you can count it if you want. But yeah, I never attacked him for that. I was just like, guys, clear comms and play the game. It didn't mean just save; it also meant D-ward and stuff, like break smokes as well. Like honestly, anything. Like you know what I mean?
Anyone in my chat, tell me how do I save him here? Let's say I have Blink Wind Waker here ready.
So when Sing raises his voice like this and escalates, it sounds like he's putting words in my mouth that I have attacked him for fucking up here. I never, ever did. I never did. I just said, guys, can we not talk about useless things and play the game, right? Like we were yapping about the tombstone mechanic a little bit too much, in my opinion. Like we just said it, and let's not talk about it because they're making smokes, they're making moves. Let's focus on it. If we spoke Russian, guys, we can go to. Some person told me if you go to Koma stream, like he's like constantly leading the game, attacking, calling things, right? Like more of a productive energy to actually win, right? Because we're in a very good spot to win with our heroes. 14k lead doesn't mean much at this point. But let's continue.
How do I do it? I mean, you're not behind him? So tell me, dude. Alright, dude, Mr. Like, what's your name? We're gonna put you on the big screen, dude. We're gonna put you on the big screen. Who is him? Oh shit, this is trippy. Wait, how do I save him there? If I'm behind him here?
Yeah, I don't know why. This is like a pointless, like, rage. What do you call it? Like, toxicity inducing argument because it's like so pointless because I never even pointed out you could save me here. It was just like, can we just play the game? I think I misclicked my BKB maybe or something. If I had BKB, if I get Wind Wakered, I can always get saved, by the way, of course. I can just press BKB and I can't die, but yeah. In general, usually.
Dude, you can answer. Because I can't find a fucking single answer here.
I mean, I don't think sitting in base helps. Sitting on the same spot with two heroes, it doesn't really do anything, right? Like they smoked on me here. We have enchanters puck farming the bottom camps. Like we're both just farming camps. Like it's just normal. They just happen to smoke on me, right?
Blink Wind
But puck has
Waker,
Aeon.
what happens if I blind Wind Waker him?
No, but I never really blamed Sing for this. Again, I just have to reiterate. I never said anything about this
Does
move.
he get saved?
I just said in general, he needs to have this mindset to be behind me. This particular moment, like I said, I think I didn't have BKB,
If I
so
blinked
yeah.
Wind Waker him.
I'm not sure why he's harping on this, but he is. Okay, you know, like what
Don't
can I do?
know? Well, you know, you can look here for like
You know
half a
this,
second.
Yeah. You know, like what can I do?
Yeah, I don't think a Blink Wind Waker is gonna save a fucking second of anyone's life here.
I obviously have BKB Satanic, right, in the late game, so yeah. But like I said, I never really criticized him for this moment particularly, right? I think you just said something about yapping instead of play a game. Yeah, that's all I said. We were just yapping about some stuff and not playing the game. Like, let's play the game, guys. Because it was like kind of like we're not doing any D wards. The lanes are all pushing in. They get to make the most heinous, aggressive moves. Like, why do they even get to have a ward there? You know, like we're not buying sentries. It's just like we weren't talking about anything useful for a while, including me. Like, we should have just focused on it, talk about our next move, right? Man, it sounds very condescending the way he says this too. It sounds like for some reason that
No idea how you ever want anyone to save you on that spot.
I never asked for somebody to save me in that spot. It was just a good smoke. They have a ward here. Actually, I don't even think they had a. Yeah, I'm not sure if they had a ward. I can't see it on replay, but
Only way
they
to save
smoked
him
either way.
here is if somebody stands here and he tanks the fucking death. There is no secondary.
Yeah, and that's also a very decent play actually. If someone stands there and tanks to death, it's actually very good as well. When you have a void, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's doing something, and for sure. Like, it's not bad at all. If they smoke, you break smoke on a support. That's super normal. I guess we're staying on this moment as well a bit.
Wind Waker this dude.
So now he's like laughing at it and like implying I'm an idiot for wanting him to blink Wind Waker this. Never really asked for this in this moment, but okay. Let's continue. But now we're the reason I talk about this today, by the way, guys, is because I never brought up gameplay in our in my issues, right? I never brought up gameplay. Only thing I brought up was the fact that we were attacking each other for ideas, like in the middle of a series, and the way you speak about like concepts of Dota, like and the concept of Dota itself was an issue for me. I mean, obviously, I believe in the concept of Dota that you can make counterplays, right? That's normal. Starbuck is talking to chat. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna explain this because I guess there are some slow people in the chat. So when he says like, "How do you expect me to save this?" Right? Just like everybody, that implies that I have asked him to save me in every situation here, right? Sometimes I'm not savable, and that's okay. It's all about just being like, what if they were 2, 3 heroes here, right? Like anything, right? Like, of course, you can save me. Or it's a lot better being behind your core at this point in general. But again, regardless of that, regardless, guys, just in case people are a bit slow, I never asked him to be in this moment. This is 54 minutes in. It was 64 minutes the play happened where I died, right? And that was a very savable moment because there were 2 dead and no lion finger and everything, right? So when he's saying like, how could I be here to save him? It implies that for some reason this was a point of criticism I had. Like, it implies that I said, Sing wasn't there to save me. My team is so bad. No, I only said our comms are bad. Let's focus. You know, it's not about if our comms are good, I will live and we'll win the game. That was not the point of why I said our comms are bad. Let's focus. It's just in general, we were just sitting in base, not dewarding, not doing anything, right? Like, let's talk about useful stuff. Deward here, break smokes, etc., right? Like, it's very normal thing to say after the communication was bad. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he could have saved me or not. It's just, or in general, it was just bad. I don't know why are there so many random people? And guys, I'm not blaming the stuff on them. I never did. But he's saying like, if I did, right? I never did. I never did blame him. But I never, guys, I swear on my soul, watch my 3-hour rant yesterday. I never brought up a gameplay mistake. Because gameplay mistakes are okay. Sing hasn't played Dota for 2 years. And it's fine, you know? We never even brought it up. He's bringing it up now, like, I'm making a giant gameplay mistake, or I'm implying he is, but I never did. I never did. That was not my reason I got upset at the end of the day. It was just because people are making hate threads and making up random things. That was what upset me, right? Like, I was like, why are we being so divisive? Like, we're friends. Why, if you're attacking me on stream as I'm leading the team, right, and drafting, it creates this insane toxicity towards me. I got 2 Reddit hate threads against me because he escalated the situation to the point where we're both fucking like arguing in the middle of a series, and that's what upset me. Okay, that's what upset me. Maybe I was partly wrong, like getting baited into it, you know, and starting like, okay, bro, like whatever, you know. I also like got into it, right? But that's what upset me, not the gameplay, guys. I never was upset how Sing played. I invited him to the team, knowing he hasn't played Dota for 2 years, and I was like, fine if he doesn't play well, it's okay. But when I'm in the game, I'm trying to win. Of course, I'm gonna say things that help us win. That's all. All right, let's continue though. Thing is just attacking his chat, but this attack on chat is kind of implying that, like, the whole reason we're watching this gameplay is because he commented on the fact that I said, "Let's clear comms." You know what I mean? Like, and talk better. But yeah, he's right. They couldn't have saved me there. No, he's fully correct about that. There's no doubt. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It depends a little bit how it goes. If Undying is there too, whatever. But yeah. If I'm Wind Waker, they might get scared. You know, like, they don't know I don't have BKB, for instance. They might run away. Like, a lot of things can happen.
Fuck, this goes up too fast.
If he jump in, I'm gonna use everything.
Am I saying if I blink Wind Waker, we just still died? Yes.
Probably, but
tell me
in general, it's still the correct play. It's just they don't even know I don't have BKB, right? But in general, it is the correct play, right? Oh wait, sorry, I'm streaming the wrong thing. No, it's correct.
From my hero here, if I sit here ready, that wins. Like, not even the items that I have.
Being toxic and yelling at my team isn't gonna help me win, dude. What? Wait, you consider that being toxic and yelling at my team, bro? I only said guys, let's stop yapping about random things and focus. Guys, we're in a competitive game. If we win this, we win thousands of dollars, $5,000. If we win the next, we win two. Like, it's what? Are you crazy? Are you actually insane, or am I like? That's not a toxic communication, my friend. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to teach you what toxic means, but it just means, guys, let's not talk about like random stuff and focus, you know? Because we were just standing two here, like you see on the screen right now, right? I think, yeah, we're just standing here and talking, like, instead of doing things, you know? Like, it's normal, but it's very normal to talk to this about like this with people. Like, I don't know, it's very, very normal. It's not a criticism even, it's just a general rule. Like, it's not crazy, bro.
Tell me anything that can save this.
So we're harping on this point a bit, but yeah. The saxophone guy, thanks for 58 months. Of course I stand. I mean, sometimes maybe my tone wasn't so good, but like, it was a very correct statement. I don't regret it. It's like, if it happens and a death like this happens, It's like, it's partly due to the fact, like, you know, core death sometimes, if, like, let's say you see any player, I'm not gonna use pro players as an example, because people can't follow them. Sometimes when you die on the map, it's not only because you were in the wrong position. It could be one, enemies made a good smoke, but two, it could be wards. It could be D wards, it could be positions, it could be how lanes are pushed in. There's many factors to why a play happens, right? Like, it's a very, they got the highest impact kill on the map, right? Good for them. But a lot of the time, it's not just about like the carry player being bad. Like, okay, the carry player is trying to farm a camp while two guys are sitting in base, right? Like, who's the one to blame, the carry or the guy sitting in base? Like, it's honestly debatable, right? It depends on the situation. Sometimes it could be about wards. That's Dota, right? That's why we wanted to just play better in general, right? That's just the way it is. Like, if we play better in general, if I have another ward, blah blah blah, if I have a teammate breaking smokes, it's just easier, right? It's it's a very basic thing in Dota. Again, I don't think some people don't understand it. They see death equals bad, but yeah. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, this is. I think you have the dumbest chat. I don't know who these chatters are in my chat, but it's definitely some people not listening, I feel like. Please stop. You cleared it yesterday. Stop it. What? Why? I'm not in the wrong, bro. Like, I'm not like, I'm genuinely just sitting here and talking, bro. Like, what's the problem? If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I said in the beginning that the whole thing sparked from, which was ridiculous to begin with, we arguing on stream, right? Guys, I'm gonna sum it up in one sentence so people are just with me, right? Or two sentences, right? What happened was, we lost the game that we probably should have won. Steve called a play. I followed up. After that, an argument ensued in between the games, which escalated, and it kind of ruined the mood, and we didn't really want that. I didn't really blame anybody for it, but I felt like I was being blamed, right, for walking up high ground on Steve's call. And then I got like, obviously we started talking concepts in Dota and stuff like that, right? It got really convoluted. And then I didn't make... okay, for those of you who weren't here 20 minutes, I didn't call the play. Steve said, let's go take triangle. 7 seconds later, I went, right? And I said, I even warned my team, guys, they might be here, be ready, etc., right? Like, I did everything I could, and it's okay if we fucked it up. But what did I want to say? I wanted to say... Yeah, and in the end, what upset me was just the way Sing spoke about it and like attacked, and it wasn't like it created a very bad atmosphere. And I think he turned a lot of his chatters against me, which that's what upset me. There was no need for that. Like, I never tried to turn any of my chatters against him for fucking up. I never pointed out like he's bad or something. Like, bro, like I don't even know. It wasn't my idea. I just defended the concept itself. And sure, maybe he has a different concept of how to play, but Steve had the same idea. Like, let's take triangle. We're 3v4. Like, it's chill. Attack. Sorry. Which one? What word bothered you there? I think I'm speaking very normally, but what word bothered you guys? Never attacked you. That's where Mr. Understand. I think I was talking to his chat the whole time. No, not here. Sorry. We're talking about yesterday, guys. Yesterday after the game 1, not now. This is this is nothing. But the problem is, and I never criticized gameplay. I told you guys I was upset about if you're a streamer attacking another streamer like in between games, like starting like, no, you're retarded for going high ground, right? If I say that in between games, of course it's an attack, right? You understand? I'm talking about yesterday. So today. And yesterday I didn't bring up any gameplay stuff, but today, for some reason, Sing is reviewing gameplay stuff, when that wasn't my issue to begin with, right? Do you understand? Okay, now we can continue the thing. I don't know, it's really hard. I don't know what's happening with chat. I feel like I have to over-explain everything to just get a small point across. It's wild. Actually, it's wild.
End of the day, we're all humans. Stressful situation. Lots of mistakes made, hindsight is 2020. Learn/grow and strive to do better next time, in game and IRL. You are not a bad person.
Okay. Alright, let's continue with the thing. I don't know what that Donna's supposed to accomplish, but alright. Let's see. Let's see. Let's continue.
Was so far from days? Yeah, I mean that was the thing I was talking about. Just hit us 5 together.
Sit as 5 together. Yeah, we have the same idea. Well, kinda. We can't just sit as 5 together the whole time. They're gonna farm the whole map. Obviously, it's a very Dentge concept. I feel like if you just keep saying it, because it doesn't lead to anything. It's just like, okay, you know, like we're just gonna get bled out like pigs while they don't push. You know, like it's probably it is though the same idea of being ready to save each other, you know, more. That is kind of what the essence of his idea is, the same as mine, right? It's just about be ready to help each other, right? While we're farming camps. Obviously, we're not all gonna be farming the same camp, right? So the idea is the same.
You would have messed up with the vaulted? Yeah, for sure with the vaulted.
Guys, I'm not gonna lose my friendship over Sing with this, but it's really weird how many of you guys are just, I don't know if it's my chatters or if it's Sing chatters, but I don't know where all these weirdos are coming from. It's so whack. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, bro, I'm talking to him off stream too. It's chill. But alright, let's continue. Whatever.
But yeah, so whatever. I don't think I can save him. I don't think anyone can save him here with any combo of items beyond just being there with 5 AOs and disrupting them from playing.
Redditors, maybe?
So
I
like
don't
the
know.
next point happens.
There,
right?
it's
So he
crazy,
starts
bro.
yapping, like, oh fuck, how do you just go past like 50 seconds?
I'm gonna go queen here. Actually, never mind.
Fuck, that was bad vibes. I'll admit that. I'll take blame for that. Maybe I shouldn't have said fuck, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I was frustrated. You know why I was frustrated? Because I didn't even know this mechanic. I have to show you guys. Whatever. You know, it'll be a slow burn stream. This, I thought I fucked up really bad. I was like, am I misclicking like crazy? I forgot they changed this. It's a little bit rusty. I forgot they changed this actually.
Time is the cruelest cut.
Let's see. So before, when you had no, I thought I was like, what the fuck? Am I misclicking like crazy? Like I fucked up. I'm so bad, you know. But actually, it was just a change I forgot about. I was explaining why I said fuck because I thought it was interesting. So before, level max. Where am I? So before, when you had nullifier, you could use, like if I nullify first, you can't Yule, right? But before, when you Yuled yourself, right? Oh, sorry. When you Yuled yourself, you could nullify someone mid-air, but you can't click them anymore. Before, you could click them. So when I was trying to click Queen there, I thought I failed clicking her, but they changed that mechanic like a few months ago, and I just forgot. That's why I was like upset. I was like, am I like, what the fuck? How did I misclick that bad? That's why I said fuck, but yeah, here we go.
I should tank the smoke. Yeah, let me go late game and walk.
I think I
away
realized
and
it
tank the
later.
Smoke at 55 minutes into the game, dudes. Or how about we just make a smoke ourselves and put wards down and take a high ground? Why are we playing from a position where somebody on our team has to die first before anything happens?
You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, for sure. I understand what he's saying. You can do that. I mean, you know.
Like why?
You're also,
But does it every game?
but you don't, like, he didn't make the call to do it. Steve, I mean, nobody made the call to do it, right? Like, I don't know. It's kind of strange, but yeah. You're high cortisol, so you act arrogant, so chat thinks you're bad. Oh, is that, what is it? I just sound bad or what? I have no idea, but yeah.
Dying for fucking nothing every game. It even got Steve bad that game.
He's talking about me? I mean, I think it was Pi. Yeah, he was mad at Pi for running around. Oh, yeah, he's talking about Pi now. Yeah, I think so. Pi was, I don't know, Pi is weird, bro. I talked to him after, he was all chill and stuff. I was like, bro, what was wrong with you? And he was like, what? I was like, what are you doing? You know, I was asking him, like, he was like, I was just tilted. I didn't feel like talking. I was like, all right. It's like, all right, then I moved on, you know, because Pi just didn't want to fucking, he was just like so tilted. He was trying to make plays and nobody was following him. He's like, fuck this low MMR shit, you know? So he just stopped talking entirely. He didn't call for any smokes. He didn't do anything. Like, he literally didn't want to do anything with the team anymore. That's why Pi was silent, not calling anything. I was like, oh, okay then. It's just that's why both Excalibur and Steve were mad at Pi, for sure. I was over yapping, right? But I think it went really well for us when I talked a lot. Because we won against the Saudi bulk stack, which I think I yapped a lot and I captained those games. So it was going well with me, like calling smokes and fights and stuff. Like, so it was fine, you know. I think it was a working concept because we didn't really have a captain in our team, so it was fine. Excalibur and Steve? Sorry, I meant Excalibur and Sting. Alright, let's continue. Again, I feel like in general I'm upset I even have to go over this because I didn't even talk about gameplay yesterday. I don't care how bad we played. We played horrendously. I played bad, Sing played bad, Like we all fucking played bad yesterday. Like that wasn't the point. It wasn't the point. The point was I was said about why why are we attacking each other and talking concepts in the middle of a series. It was like, ugh. All right, let's see here. But like that's I don't even know why I'm going over it because I feel like I went over enough when it started. But yeah.
That's how Team Spirit plays? That's the worst fucking argument even. That's not even how Team Spirit plays. Team Spirit literally, if you watch every single Team Spirit game, 35 minutes in, 40 minutes in, they smoke up, they walk around together as 5, they ward, they sit on the ward, camp it, and they kill the first person that shows up.
They do a lot more than that when they push out lanes and stuff. But let's, I mean, you know, like when they are regaining map.
Every single Team Spirit fucking game out there. I think you won't even find a game where Yato is fucking baiting his life for like nothing without an Aegis. With an Aegis, sure. He can do that play every time. Without, no.
He does actually do that. But yeah.
Oscar, you have Orko behind you. You're playing Medusa. Sure, you can bait.
I don't remember this fight. I think this fight went pretty okay for us. I want to watch something else. I think he shows it. That's why I was curious. He's like he shows on stream. And the problem is when you speak like this, it's like, you know, loudly, like, bro, Sing, you haven't played Dota for 2 years. Come on. Like, your chat doesn't know better either. Like, why are we speaking so confidently about this? I'm just wondering. Because you're gonna watch Spirit next, and they actually do it. But we can look at it together.
It's really not.
We can look at it together. Like,
I think it is extremely rational to want to rally your team to play together instead of walking alone and dying. I think it's like the main
there's
thing
a problem, don't flame him.
You have to solve it. You have to fix it.
Yeah, but we will get to that. We will
People
get to
are
that.
dying randomly on the map over and over and over. And we can't play late game. We're always missing 1 or 2 heroes.
And I don't think me and Sing disagree with most of these ideas in Dota. It's just like there's a lot more nuance to it. And when we're expressing it like so directly, it sounds like he's the only one that is right and nobody else, like, there's nothing else to it, you know? There's a lot to it, you know? When you don't have map and you're 2 Raxes behind, you don't want, we're losing gold every second because they're farming a bigger map. You have to sometimes go out on the map a little bit and farm, you know? You take small risks, you farm camps, you know? You back, you predict where enemies might be, might not be, you ward, you smoke. Like, I mean, you do a lot of small stuff, right? You don't always just walk as 5. There's just like a little bit of nuance to it, right? Which is a shame when you don't express it, but yeah.
And for somebody that keeps saying out how much pro Dota meta he follows, his build is not meta at all, by the way.
Okay. And this I'm curious about, because I never mentioned item builds or anything to Sing. Like, I don't know. We can talk about that, but I don't know what the point. I'm not gonna attack. Despite of how we play, I'm not gonna attack anything. Which camps he farmed, which items he bought. But for some reason, we're attacking item builds now. So I'm curious what he's gonna say. I did tell him to buy dagger this game. Yeah, I did. But I never told him like, oh, your items this game's so bad, or something like that.
Even if he wants to win the play to be prepared team before he jumps, yes, it is. But that's the whole point. You just play together. That's like the game. You just walk. It's like a leash, you know. And the leash is tethered to the 4 dogs around you, and they can only go so far from the person that's in the middle of the other 4 heroes. You have to stick in like a certain range.
But I'm curious also, like, isn't it kind of weird that why are we like Sing, bro? You have all these ideas of how you want to play and how we want to play. I think I watched like 4 minutes of gameplay. I don't think you said a word. Like we're following mostly mine and Pi's and Excalibur's idea too. But why are we being so vocal about it now, and instead of just like say it in game? Like, if you have a better idea how to play, I even offered if somebody else wants to draft, just do it. I don't mind. I would love to get carried, bro. If it's that simple, carry me. Like, really, just carry me. Like, I love being carried. Bro, it's my favorite. I love playing with Nightfall, you know why? Because I don't have to think. I literally don't have to. He just tells me what to do. Push this lane, buy this item. I love it. You know why? Because it's so easy to play Dota. I never, and after the game, I don't, I love it. I don't mind. But somebody's doing, like, we're trying to win the game, so somebody's doing something to win, right? Like, it's just pretty normal, right? Because you're talking guy, Talking again with a delusion person. Bro, I don't want to talk, but we lost every game. I didn't talk, right? Like, I'm not being crazy, right? We had nobody really calling shit in our team. Like, we didn't have that captainy type of player. Pi is a pretty silent dude. Excalibur plays his own game mostly, but he does call sometimes. But in general, when I have Void, you have to play around the chrono timing. Dude, you attacked him. This is a response to your flame? No, because the response to I never talked about items or like I never talked about items or anything like that. I just talked about I attacked him for using like his like flaming me in front of everybody with his chat and my chat and creating this whole polarizing thing. That's what I flamed him for. That was my problem with what Sing did, right? Like I didn't think that was cool. That was not gonna win us the next game in the series. I was not happy, you know. But all right, let's go. I attacked this MMR. No, I mean, okay, I did have that one comment in the chat because everybody in chat was like, lol, Sing is right, you're so retarded, Gorgc. Everyone's typing that while we were like talking. I was like, shut up, you fucking retards. I said in chat, right? You're listening to the guy that's 6K. Okay, that was maybe like not a mature comment, but I didn't expect a Reddit thread out of it. I just wrote it in my chat because my chat was being toxic as hell. I told people to shut up. That's about it. It wasn't like that. I would say it to him, but it wouldn't have. I would say it to him, please, Sing, shut up. You know, I would say it, but we were in the mid-series. I was trying to win. All right, so. Like, and yes, I think even to this day, if you ask Sing, like, please, guys, if you ask Sing right now, you can ask him, does he really think, like, his Dota knowledge is, like, super duper higher than mine, Excalibur's, or Pi? I think no, and that's fine. Like, he probably will become very good once he starts playing again, but he hasn't played for 2 years, so of course it take a little time. The map's different, the spells are different, the items are different, a lot of stuff are different right now compared to before, right? How you play is different, what you pick is different. Like, there's been a ton of changes, right? And he will catch up, of course. I'm not saying he's stupid, but he just doesn't play the game right now. So of course he's gonna take a bit more of a passive role in general in a team. That's just normal. That's just normal. And I think he will admit it himself, of course. Alright. Let's keep going with this. 60 seconds, co-op, 40 seconds line.
Just don't stand so that he can get a 5-man call. Just stand.
Yeah. And I'm not saying this because you can just ask him yourselves, guys. It's not that deep. Like, it really isn't. And he just tuturu a lot, though.
How do I think Gorgc played in general yesterday? I think he didn't have a great performance. But that's whatever, like I don't care, like that's just... It just happens, you know, like people have bad games. It's more the attitude that comes with it and the completely irrational arguments that followed up with it.
It's fair to say I didn't play super well. I think I played fine.
People have bad spell usage.
Like I said, we went over my mistakes yesterday, so.
It gets, sure, maybe you have a perfect game.
But I never even crossed my mind, and he called me irrational. Also, I feel like I haven't been that irrational. I never even crossed my mind to criticize how he was playing yesterday. Like why? That was not even the point of it, right? So.
But when people start saying things like, "Oh, your argument doesn't matter. You're just loud. You're just low MMR, you don't play, you don't follow the meta, you haven't played in 2014, your Dota's outdated." They're just non-arguments. When I say, let's go smoke and walk together, like what? This is outdated? Non-meta? Like, what am I supposed to say?
Well, it's fine to say that. It definitely matters how you smoke, though. You can't like aimlessly smoke, but yeah, of course it matters. But he didn't really take lead of any of these games, right? Like, he just didn't. It was me and Excalibur leading the smokes mostly, right? And that's just the way it is. And yeah, Sing, you just kind of have to accept the fact that if you're not leading, then you don't have the right to, like, hyper criticize afterwards. You didn't really say anything to lead the game. You didn't take any action. You have to take action. If you want to, you did. I think in game 2 he tried to take action. We can look at that, but I don't want to even look at it. But if you guys remember the game yesterday, the Spectre game, I said, no, please wait my Radiance, don't fight. And Sing said, he kept saying, no, let's go for pickoffs, let's go smoke. I feel like it lost us the game on the spot, it felt like, because we just lost that fight and we lost the game. It was really annoying, because, I mean, kind of just have to wait for each other's timing a bit. But yes, to lead a game, you have to, I mean, you have to kind of just voice it properly, you know? Like, it's not much more to it, dude. Not much more to it. Did I fix the issue after the game? No, it was not productive way to do it, man. It's not productive to do it like that. It just isn't, and you know it isn't. He was acting like all his plays are correct. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel like there was a doubt in his mind about how he wanted to play Dota was correct. Then why weren't we following it then? I don't understand. There was no. It obviously wasn't working out when I wasn't like playing Void and leading more, right? Like that's how we started winning against these pretty good stacks, you know? Like honestly, that's the only way we were winning. Okay, yeah, we chill. We don't even go D-Ward now. We just chill fully. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Like it's just so non-constructive.
We're not in disagreement there.
He said that, yeah, he said all of them, pretty much.
But I actually don't mind you getting BKB and just Abyssal and jumping this SF. That's fine. Only reading the rage bait chat. Man, it's hard not to. What am I supposed to do, bro?
BKB, you shouldn't jump him. But you should just. I mean, Hex is fine, I think. You shouldn't be jumping.
Abyssal
him
Hex, both
BKB
fine.
on.
I mean, if she has Abyssal and sits on him, I think it's okay, right?
Can we play Sentry here? Actually, I'll buy it.
330. It wasn't even Steve's concept of playing together. Yeah, again, I'm gonna say it again. He was talking about Pi then. He's talked about that on stream today. And Sing was also talking about Pi to some extent, but Sing also turned it on me. And that's why I defended the high ground play, which, again, if you watch the VOD, Steve said go triangle. Steve said go triangle, and I followed up 7 seconds later, right? So yeah, I only defended Steve's idea, really. Like, it's fine to go triangle there if we're ready, right? But I'm just saying it again. Just my timing, so we just chill.
To lose the gem? Yep. And 168 AK? Does it matter if the argument matters or not for the MMR? If someone says water is wet and he's really dumb, does it make him wrong? Hey, look at this part.
I said that 60 minutes. If you guys remember, when was the time I got ganked? I don't remember. I asked, can we D-ward here? Somebody, Sing sit behind me.
Sing sit behind me. Listen to this.
Is no one buying the gym? I'm just buying the fucking gym.
Just buy it. So. Need blink on you though. Actually, can you get? So you can save me.
He just killed the wave.
So I'm waiting for us to just D-ward here. Obviously, when I called the play, if he had a sentry or a gem right away, it would have worked out, right? Of course.
Look at this insistence of going to this part of the map.
It was a bit slow, obviously, because I thought he had... Like, I knew I died here under a ward, right? About 3 minutes ago. So I wanted to D-ward the ward so we could farm this area more safely, right?
How hesitant I am, because I know this part of the map is super dangerous.
Of course it is. That's why you have to D-ward it.
You could, like, just walk in.
We're not walking up without entry, dude. Go back. You hear that? You hear what I'm saying here?
Okay, I mean, it's taking too long. No, it's fine.
No, we just can't go there.
It's taken too long was my point because I wanted it to happen when I said it, right? Like, I was hoping he would have gem or sentry. I thought he had gem. Nobody had gem, apparently. But I knew there was a ward up there, right? Because they just fought there. So I just wanted the D-ward, so he just backed. Do you have to D-ward it? Yeah, you kind of do, because we can't farm anything. We're stuck in base, so we're losing too much gold. And it's 60 minutes, so we can't. We need to want to farm our neutral items there, right? So we can't really do it. He has gem, yeah, but he bought it after the thing. He could have ran right away, popped it, and backed. You know, he has Wind Waker too. He's super safe.
60 minutes, 32 seconds.
So the issue itself isn't the issue itself, guys, because this now we're like it's kind of pointless arguing this because the issue itself isn't like was I wrong about the D word or not. The issue itself is why are we even talking about these micro plays in a game? The only thing he's doing, think about it like this, guys. The only thing he's doing while doing this on stream is trying to paint me as an overall idiot, right? That's the only thing he's accomplishing by saying this. Like, look, Gorgc told me to do this. He's such an idiot. The only thing he's trying to prove is that I'm a retard, right? I never did this to him. Like, oh, guys, look, he's standing here and they have ward there. I knew it. Like, why are we even talking about this? It has nothing to do with like the play or nothing to do with console. It's just very strange. I never talked about gameplay stuff yesterday. It feels like he's kind of weaponizing a bunch of 16%ers in his chat that are like going crazy, like, yes, Gorgc is so bad, I knew he was a fraud, you know, he's like weaponizing them. And it's completely beside the point of what happened yesterday. Like, it's a random moment at 58 minutes when I asked him to D-ward, and now he's gonna try to like say, ah, look how much of an idiot it is, right? When he's showing the play. He didn't do that. It's exactly what he's doing. You don't understand. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god, wait, I just have to relax a bit. Are you guys serious? You just don't understand the...
You consider yourself a child of good.
Is it that many people in the chat that don't understand what's going on? Like, the first round of people, they laughed because they understood. Wait, he's right. Like, the second round, they're like, what? Question mark? Are they crazy? Is this... Am I actually crazy? Is it people are actually this dumb, or... I'm actually... Guys, I'm actually like... No, I'm actually like scared. Are people this dumb, not understanding? I'm talking about the idea of showing these random plays achieves nothing while you're streaming, except trying to prove I'm stupid, right? Like, I don't know why he's doing it. There's no point in doing it, right? There's no point. That's my point, right? You understand? Oh my god, I actually can't believe some people don't understand this. But alright, let's continue.
Look at what these motherfuckers
Some people
are doing.
did, but that's crazy, actually. Why am I blaming him?
He
No,
wants-
I'm blaming him for even talking about this.
To go up there again. Look at what these motherfuckers are doing.
Yeah. We saw Quap on the map mid. Lion was in their jungle, so they're maximum 3 people. They can't kill me in any way. If I have a Wind Waker behind me, it's completely impossible to kill me. So yeah. We can look at what they're doing. I mean, if we objectively want to look at facts, sure, but yeah. I'm asking for a D ward. I'm like, come up D ward, you know? They're standing on the wave here. They're trying to get us on the wave. They have a ward as well.
Look at our team formation. We have one guy pushing out mid.
Yep, and Queen showed mid, so we knew she wasn't there. Lion was in their jungle, so they could maximum be 2 or 3. Undying is really close.
And I'm sitting here, and I'm supposed to fucking save this by myself when I jump my void and kill his Aegis for free.
But now we're talking about the game again, but yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, but he could have just walked up, pressed E, and tap up, and the thing is dead, and the D-War's dead, and we back. We recovered this area, right? I don't know why we're even talking about this.
This guy couldn't believe his eyes. He was already walking out. He's like, what the fuck is there again?
Yeah. And then it would have been like, what would have happened? Like, I don't know. Absolute worst case scenario, they go on Sing and while he's dewarding and I chrono both of them, or what is the point we're making here? I don't even know what the point is making. It's not even that bad. But why are we even talking about it? If it happened to ride, yeah, now they're here because they have ward. They feel safe. And the line is here. You look at the minimap, guys. Line is there. Line is not connected. CM is not connected. Quap is not connected. We have Snapfire and Undying both right next to it. And actually, I think even one more hero, right? I think Steve is also there. I can't see on the minimap, but I don't know where Puck is. But I think he's the red icon, right? I can't tell. I don't know where he is in the minimap. I can't see him. Oh, he's in the bottom. But yeah, we're 3 heroes there. So in reality,
he wants to bait this. Well, we're not even gathered.
No, I didn't want to bait. I just wanted to deward. So, and while we're dewarding, I'm close enough to chrono them if they go on you. That was the whole point. No, I think maybe he misinterpreted me, honestly. No, I didn't want to bait here. I just wanted to deward and back. That's it. And not bait. No. I think he completely misinterpreted me. Like, just deward and back. That's it. I protect you. You bait. Not me bait. You bait. You bait. You walk, you have gem, I know have gem. You go walk, I deward, back. You know, that's it. There wasn't actually... I did say they had a ward here. I pinged it twice already, so yeah. As you see the blue X there, X. You see that blue X on the minimap? That's me pinging the D ward. And yeah, no, they can't jump Sing here. It's impossible. They will just die. Like, insanely die so hard as well. It's just a free D ward. That's why I asked, can you come with Sentry and D ward? It was very slow. I thought he would have Gem or Sentry, but it would have worked anyway. But regardless of the fact, why are we even talking about this? This wasn't even bad. Like, but Sing is like when Sing is speaking like this, like his chat, they don't know better, right? What emote is this? They're like, I don't know what they're doing, you know. They're typing this emote. Kekke, oh, Gorgc so bad. Does Gorgc have ADHD? Cannot stand still, you know. Like, they don't know any better. They will just assume without breaking down what's actually going on. Like, he can just go D-ward and back. Like, it's chill, bro. It's not that deep. It's a very normal play.
Bro, you say this is not about ego, but look at map. You can win this fight. Brother, we are pushing out 2 other lanes and we have 1 player dead.
We were never intending to fight. Just going to D-ward in the back. But yeah.
You want us to force a buyback of our own hero and have our own player get jumped first before the fight fucking starts. I
feel
have
like
no
he's-
idea where this idea comes from when you want to bait the fucking jump for no fucking good reason.
So again, just it wasn't the plan. That wasn't my intention to bait the jump. But it is nice in general in late game that like sometimes they're gonna make some unpredictable moves. They're gonna have wards places or they're gonna have smokes. It's a good idea to be ready to turn, right? If my supports aren't doing anything anyways, it's good to sit behind the carry to be ready to turn in case they get a jump, right? Because sometimes you don't know where they are, right? That's just a general thing, right? That's not like a crazy thing. It's just a general thing. It's good to be ready. It doesn't mean we have to force baits all the time. I think I had a moment. I think maybe Sing was like triggered by the one time I played Necro. In the early qualifiers, I picked Necro last pick, and I was trying to bait the play bottom. I think that's where it all started. And Sing really didn't like the idea of me baiting bottom. But I had my reason why I baited bottom is because basically I felt like we were outdrafted that game, and we kind of have to take some risks to win because our heroes were dog shit and they had Voker and Void. And I think that's where the argument started with the idea of baiting me to turn, you know? Like, he didn't like the idea. He would rather us be aggressive, but they had Faceless Void and Voker, so we kind of had to play a little bit risky that series. So I think that's where it started, where he didn't like the idea of baiting the carry to turn, right? Like, he just didn't like the idea. But that game, I had my different reason why I would do it, because my instinct was telling me if I just go farm this game, we're just going to get outscaled and we're going to lose, so we have to try something, you know? Because they're going to get the Chrono on me anyway. I couldn't see a way for us to stop it. You know what I mean? I know it doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm just talking out loud because that's where Sing doesn't like this idea of playing Dota. If you guys watched the qualifier, you could see it, right? But that wasn't... I never said I'm baiting here, guys. Save me. That's not what I said. I just said Sing's come here and D-word, you know? But let's keep going.
Why not just jump first?
Sometimes in Dota, you just don't have the option to always jump first. Like, sometimes you just have to be ready to get jumped, you know? Doesn't mean you want to, but sometimes in case they're here, we're just ready. And otherwise, when we have smokes, we try to jump first, right? It's not deeper than that, really. It's really not that deeper than that.
He says Team Spirit does it all the time. It's a fucking lie. You can watch any Team Spirit replay. They always jump first if they can with a smoke.
Yeah, they always do, actually. But they're also always ready to save each other if in case they jump, right? They're in good positions. Usually.
For tier 5 items, is this worth the risk of a tier 5 item? You're sitting here with fucking Axe and Shadowfiend right behind you. They can kill you in 2 seconds. Insane to me. Actually insane.
When's the last time Team Barnes is Team Spirit? He's gonna bring up a replay right now.
Fights? I mean, it's all the fights here from here and onwards. He kept saying, sit behind me, sit behind me, sit behind me. You literally hear him say it here.
I did, and I think of course.
Guys, they could like just walk in.
We're not walking up without entry. Go back.
Okay, I mean, it's taking too long. It was a bit slow, obviously, because I asked about the D-ward a bit faster. So when it takes like 10 seconds, of course, they see me in the ward and they start running towards me. But yeah, it wasn't a big deal, you know? Like, I don't even know why we're talking about this moment. It was fine, anyway. Just needed to D-ward.
Like, sit behind me, sit behind me. Follow me.
Guys, can you... Sing have like giga volume. He has like me, bro. His mic is so loud in this stream. I can't like hear myself. Sing, sit behind me. Yeah, can we D-ward here, please? Can we D-ward here, please? Sing, sit behind me. That's all I said, right? Like, it was a D-ward. It was not the bait. It was the D-ward. That's the goal.
There is no way
Can't
that
hear
play ever happens.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
There's some credibility with the idea of Aegis. Otherwise, how do you create a win condition?
I think I said it 3 times in a row. Can we D-ward? I did not say, can we bait me here? I want to turn. That's not what I said. That's for sure.
You create a win condition by waiting for 5 heroes to be alive. And then you smoke. No, not before that. You push out waves, the ones close to your base, and then you smoke, you put up wards, and you fight off the fucking ward.
You can do that. That's one of the concepts in Dota, 100%. It's a very good one. Oh, I thought it was that simple with all BTI winners.
How do you create a win condition? How about you just don't fucking let them jump you?
Interesting.
Like, how is this an outdated strat? It's literally how every fucking professional team plays.
Okay. So you just never you just play against equally skilled players and you never let them jump you? Okay. So how do you farm? Just as 5 all the time? Or I don't know, that's how you farm? I don't know. You just have to take risks. And the tone here is very, like, implying that I'm being stupid, you know, or something.
I'm talking about this moment instead of the entire story. I'm talking about 3 separate moments. What the hell are you?
Sometimes you get jumped, and then you're ready. That's it, bro. I don't even know. Like, yeah, I agree with you fully, bro. Like, just to underline, of course, in an ideal scenario, like, we're the ones attacking, we're the ones smoking, but sometimes when we're farming, like, if we're taking some risk, then like, they don't have nullifier, they can't burst void, right? So we know that I can farm here if I have a save behind me. That's a very basic thing in Dota, I think, right? It's not that crazy. But I think he understands that too, so I don't know why he's like, I don't know. I'm not really sure.
What are you talking about? Also, I'm talking about the entire state of the game.
It's not a big
well,
risk. We're just farming, guys. It's 60 minutes in. We're trying to farm our neutral items. It's not that I want to farm every camp, but if they're farming the whole map, like, of course we have to try to get them.
So you can be as specific as you want. I am being specific here on every single play I'm talking to you about. Be argumentative. But we have supports you can save? So fucking what? Why do you wanna play for getting saved?
I never really wanted to play to get saved this game. Like I said, this one's just a D ward, just to be clear again. And the other play, where we wanted to take the triangle, that Steve called, and I followed. I just wanted to save ready just in case they're there. Otherwise, we just get this triangle. Because in case they're there and they jump me, and they fail, they lose the game, right? So I didn't want to do it. It was just it's kind of like a secondary plan to taking over a part of the map while 2 heroes are dead. It's not like a want, it's just like we're taking over a part of the map, and in case they're here, then we're ready. That's it, bro. I don't know. And it wasn't my idea to begin with, but it's a normal idea in Dota. It's an insurance plan, yeah. It's not like, oh my god, the only way we're gonna play, guys, listen to me, guys, I have a new Dota plan. We're never gonna smoke, we're never gonna team fight, I'm just gonna walk in front, and when they go on me, you guys are ready. Like, yeah, no, guys, I'm not retarded. That's not the only way I wanna play. But if I'm alone sometimes, then if we can turn, then it's good, you know? Sometimes. It's not the only way we're gonna play. That's not what I ever implied, but if they jump you, you're ready, bro. Sometimes. You don't have to only play like that, though. You can do it sometimes. Otherwise, it gets too predictable anyway. Then honestly, some people play like that sometimes, where they always walk and you just, Ducalis is sitting behind this guy with a save, so you don't go on Satanic pushing out lanes, right? Like, sometimes they're, like, some teams are very, very good at it, so you almost don't even try to gank them, because you know they're ready for it, right? So you don't even waste your time. Like, it's just a very normal thing in Dota. If you watch some pro players and stuff, it's very normal. Like, that's what you do. If you have a Ringmaster in your team, that's what you do. Ringmaster kind of follows around SF while he farms a bit. It's not that they want them to jump SF, it's just like, in case they do while he's farming, a bit risky, right? Then they're ready. I don't know why this is even a discussion at this point, right? I don't even know why this is a discussion. Like, it's just, you're just ready for when they're smoking and stuff, like making random plays. It's super normal.
Both of you have valid points.
Again,
neither is 100% right or 100% wrong. Let's pub it up, brother, and move on from this shit.
I mean, we will move on. This is the last day I'm doing this shit. Don't trust me, but yeah. Let's continue.
Is ego venting is tiresome? This is not ego venting. This is fucking rectifying this stupid ass situation that had no fucking merit to it whatsoever on his behalf.
Okay. It's a bit much, but alright.
He wants me to save when I cannot save. He wants me to sit behind when it does nothing.
So, again, the first time wasn't the communication that I wanted to save him. That he could have saved me when I had BKB 8-second cooldown. If I didn't, I could have been saved, but yeah. And the second time was a D ward. But alright. Sure. Like, those two examples he put up forward already were not relevant to... And nothing I brought up even, ever. I never even talked about that. I just meant in general, it's good to sit behind, you know? But yeah.
He plays on parts of the map that cannot be played on.
Which part? Which part? These two camps on the left at 60 minutes when the neutrals are spawning? I don't know. Maybe that one. The two closest camps to the base? Misclick Satanic, Omega LOL. I'm trying to farm my neutral here, it's warded. This is where I tell him about the D-ward, I think. And we finally do it this time. It took us, I think it was 4 minutes later or something. But now we finally opened up 2 more camps to farm.
No doubt. Sorry. No doubt's the way to make something happen with the grounds. He doesn't die freely. Then 5 men stay in base and wait for him to farm the entire map. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. No.
That guy in chat actually made a very good point. Yeah. We can't just sit 5 in base and wait. Like, sometimes you have to farm a few camps. It's pretty normal. And then when you're farming those, that's the only thing we can do is like me farming. And like, if that's the only way we can farm a little bit, then we'll farm like that. But yeah.
Nobody said stay 5 men in base and let them farm the entire map. The play is simple. You push out one wave that you can. Like, if you look at this.
Pushing out waves is really dangerous at this stage of the game. Actually, arguably even more dangerous than farming the camp on the left. That's why you gotta have. That's why you gotta be behind on saving supports or be ready to counterplay when you're in the disadvantageous position. But yeah.
State of the game. You push out this wave. You push out this wave. You push out this wave. You go smoke.
Yeah. To even start pushing out those waves, you have to actually sit behind your cores pushing them out, because if you all 3 try to push out 3 waves at the time, they're also pushing into you, mind you. If you all 3 try and push out, you're gonna get ganked. That's just kind of the way it works. They can sit on waves and gank you. I don't know. Otherwise, you will never get. You do that to get the opportunity to go out and smoke, right? They have to have doubts in their mind. Wait, is he alone? Is he not alone? But yeah.
Smoke and you camp a ward or you take a high ground somewhere. That's simple. You just don't walk up high ground or take positions by yourself with no fucking place to be had.
Yes, of course, yeah. Of course you don't do that.
Wondering why I never clock into SF?
You never go alone.
I wanted clock instead of Largo in the other game. Also this game as well, instead of Enchantress.
Yeah, I think I didn't want Largo either.
I don't think picks ever got through him whenever you asked for anything. Like, he just picked whatever he wanted.
Okay, so I'll explain picks, right? So, not pulling rank here, but I am currently... Okay, no, I'm not even gonna do it, because chat's gonna use it against me, right? But the past 3 weeks, I've been drafting for a team with, like, a real team for 16k MMR players, right? Every day. So doing these drafts against real teams, like VP, Enigma, like all these teams, I've learned a few traps you can fall into, right? And one of those traps why I picked Ench this game is because they have an offlane player that plays Beastmaster. And if they pick Beastmaster on 18, we don't really have an answer because we picked Void. So if you pick Void, Clock, and they pick Beast on 18, we auto lose the game from the lanes. That's why I picked Ench. That's why Clock wasn't good. Clock sounds good theoretically if Beast was banned, maybe. But since they have a Beast player, and Beast was available on 18, and they have 2 more bans for it afterwards, you just lose automatically on 18 Beast. Some picks are so strong in Pro Dota, because you get bans and stuff, that are just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? I'm blading Void Clock into a Beast player. He's gonna solo the lane, and I can't do anything. It's really hard. So that's why we didn't pick Clock this game, just to make sure. And the other game, I didn't pick Clock for Pi because he asked for Largo. He wanted to play Largo. I would have loved it if he wanted to play Clock, but I honestly felt like Pi was already tilted, so I wanted to give him to play what he wanted to play. So he asked for Largo, I gave him Largo, you know? I'm like, whatever, go cook. It didn't really work out, but I think after the stream he also told me I wish I asked for Clock. So Sing is not entirely wrong. Clock was better. But just to explain why I picked Ench. So it's not like picks aren't going through to me, it's just maybe Sing wasn't thinking about the Beast, right? Like, I'm doing research on these teams before the games. I'm checking what heroes they play, what like 18 and 24 picks are dangerous, which players to watch out for, which ones are the highest MMR, what we can play against them, right? So all of these things come together where I'm deciding which hero to pick, right? Like, I understand he hasn't gone through that process, right? So, yeah. But yeah, let's keep going. Watch Ziba clip? I'll watch it later, Not now. Let's go through this first. It's not about me picking what I want, but objectively, even with logic, guys, you guys understand, right? If we pick if we pick Clock on 17 and they pick Beast on 18, we have a very, very bad draft against Beast, right? We only have one more pick to counter it, and it's not coming from the safe lane or mid, right? Like we're all on board on that, right? I'm just checking, so we're all on board. That like you understand why Beast on 18 is a problem, and Edge counters Beast really hard. It's the biggest counter in the game, so that just so everybody is on board, so I'm not like yapping to the void. So we have a basic understanding in Dota. All right, good. Because I didn't not like I don't want to play with Clock, but just we would have lost to Beast, and same with the other game. Pi asked for it, but yeah, Sing mentioned these. Sing mentioned these. Sing mentioned these examples as why I'm being stubborn or something. It wasn't really like that. You're drafting for 16 KMR players, but you have 7 KMR players. That still work. I mean, the concepts in Dota are still the same. Their offlaner, what is he? I don't know what MMR he is, but he's like 12, 13k. Like he'll do well if he gets his Beast in a perfect Beast game, right? Like of course, it applies to some extent, right? It's not 1-to-1, right? I would never maybe draft these heroes normally, but we have a solid draft. Like, you know, this is too, like, for competitive Dota, actually, our draft is too greedy. Like, I think we would get very punished. Unless Void has, like, the freest lane of his life or something. Like, it's actually a very shit draft, but it works in this tournament, we noticed after a few games, because greed wasn't really being punished that much, so it was pretty chill. What is this music? What the hell? What is the epic music about? I ran to the co-op, I couldn't catch him, I didn't have boots. So close though that I can chrono here, but... I could talk about what Sing was doing while that co-op was dying, because I watched the replay too. But listen, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna spend any moment criticizing Sing's gameplay, even though he spent however much time criticizing mine.
This is the moment. It's like after this wave or something.
I don't even want to show the replay. What's the point of flame? What's the point of flaming him? I don't even play flame. I never flamed gameplay. Who cares, right? I didn't flame gameplay yesterday, guys. Very different. I flamed Sing's, like, I guess attitude or whatever you want to call it, or the way he's weaponizing people in his stream without knowing it. Maybe even, I don't know. I don't know how to put it.
Just look at this.
No, I never... Guys, watch the 3-hour VOD yesterday. I never mentioned gameplay mistakes. Not even once. I never mentioned that he could have blinked Wind Wakered me in the end. Maybe he could have, right? I'm not even sure. Like, it was close.
Double
but
prime.
the pro... Oh, hey, Doughboy, thank you. And Doughboy, thanks again. The point is just, like, we should probably be ready to try, right? But yeah. Let's keep going.
Completely by himself.
Double
no
prime.
one is near enough to do anything. No vision high gun walk up.
Did Sing criticize any of his moves? That's a funny question, actually. Did he ever criticize? Because I spent like 30 minutes yesterday talking about what I could have done better in several games. I actually talked about what I could have done better. Because I have always this strive to want to learn, right? Like, I want to see what I can do better. I can't help it. This is the way it is.
Do you see? Does not every bone in your body should be screaming at you here, no? Like, even if you're not playing, you just look at this. Every bone in your body is like, don't go up there, don't go up there, don't go up there.
So basically, he's calling me stupid and I don't have any Dota instincts. Okay, well, let's continue.
3 versus 5? So what? You're not 5 heroes ready. Is it 3 versus 5 if
Well, we were 4 heroes ready.
Pi is down here? If I can reach in time? There's no blink. If Puck can't really stop them initiating, what does 3 versus 5 even mean?
Scuba, it's some scuba ass music in the background, man. Scuba, scuba, scuba. I kind of felt they were coming. I actually tried to react and press Satanic, but I'm too old and slow. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure, you know, just in case. Like, if
So
they're
tell
here.
me, how do I save him? My blink is cooldown. I can blink in here. And Suffolk is going off. Tell me, how do I save him?
No, I never thought he could save me. I never pointed out that he could. I mean, the way he can save me is not spending 5 seconds reading about neutral items in the base and instead running towards the play, right? Like, that's the real answer. At this point, it's too late. I fully agree. But if you want to nitpick it, then the real answer is not sitting and reading Witchbane, Divine Regalia, one at a time, you know? Like, that's the real, but I don't care. I never really cared about that part anyway. Like, whatever, it happens, you know? But let's just replay this clip just so everybody knows what happened, because this was upset me. This is what when I was in the mall today, right? I saw Sing watching this, and I was like, bro, what the fuck, you know? Watch the clip with the comms, it's important.
It's very obvious this guy had an axe to grind against you. Stop trying to rationalize his big baby freakouts.
The thing, I think my Sing is my friend. I don't know why he would. He's not.
Glob like this.
Sing is my friend. I feel like I genuinely just feels like he doesn't even want to attack me. Just feels like he's right. But let's go back to the clip. Just so we have comms ready here, guys. Just so we know, because right now we portrayed me as the big idiot. Like, doesn't it scream to you guys that people are up here? Like, aren't you guys better than this guy? He's 12 Kimamara, you know? You guys are probably better. He's trash, you know? Like, you know, behind the words is kind of what it's saying, you know? Like, is a fucking idiot. But let's look at the... I'm a fucking idiot, right? Like, that's what it's saying. But let's just I showed this at the beginning, because it's very important for context, right? Let's hear. Okay, I'm getting my newts. Getting my neutrals. This is exactly moment, right? I'll also get the Zune. I mean, Stygian. Damage now.
Oh, by the way. We take triangle?
6408. Steve says, Excalibur. My puck says, we take triangle? Right? He says we take triangle. I'm looking around at thinking, I see 3 of my teammates next to the triangle. I'm like, okay. Right? I react to it.
They're without subs?
They're without subs. We need the gem and forward. There are no subs, guys. Come. Then I'm like, okay, I adapt to play. They have no subs. Guys, come. Like, obviously, like, I'm trying to reinforce the call. I'm accepting the call, right? 3 seconds later, come. I can tank even. I can tank even if they're here, right? Like, I don't want them to be here. I hope they're not. I hope we just get a free D ward. But in case they're here. So it's 8 seconds later, they initiated on me. So it was 8 seconds, and 3 of my teammates were actually closer to the triangle. No counter call was made. No one was like, wait for Pi. Nothing. I just reinforced Excalibur's call to go up. So it wasn't like, oh my god, isn't everything screaming at you that you can't see that people are up here? No, it was simply the fact that we made the call, and I assumed everybody was ready, and that's cool, you know, like, they were closer to it than me, and nobody said anything, right? When nobody says anything, I assume they're ready, you know? I think Sing was busy reading neutral items, I guess, but yeah, like, nobody said anything, like, so, yeah, I followed Excalibur's call, and I went high ground, right? So, no, it wasn't that I didn't understand that they might be there, right? I felt like maybe they're 3v5, it depends on how bold they are. These guys were fucking shameless, I'll be honest. Like, such a shameless bad jump that works out for them. Because if that tombstone bug doesn't exist... Bro, I talked to 33 last night. He didn't know it fucking existed. Like, he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I showed him, right? If that tombstone bug doesn't exist, they lose the game on the spot. And it's so stupid, right? And it's not about really, like... It's really not about anything else than... Dying. It's not really about what happened, you know? But it's about the fact that I just followed the idea that was put forth. And nobody said anything about it. And then, at the end of the day, it felt like I was being blamed for doing it. But, guys... I don't know, like, it was okay to do it. We just misexecuted. It was fine, and I wanted to move on. Next time, we'll be better to... I think I did say, like, maybe I shouldn't have, but I said, like, next time, let's just be more ready to save each other, right? That's it. I think Sheep did amazing. She almost saved me. But this bug that exists, if I jump into Tombstone, it pushes out the void. Like, this bug is some bullshit, right? And that's happened to me. That's the only reason I died. I don't know why that exists, but probably some bullshit, right? So let's continue with the video.
How is it 3 versus 5?
Well, it's 4 versus 5 actually, but sorry, 4 versus 3 at best, because they have 2 dead. And we didn't know the fight were gonna break out. We didn't see them, right? So we took a gamble whether they're there or not, right? Like, that's why Steve said, should we take triangle?
Why is my blink cooldown? Because I moved up. If I didn't move up using my blink, I would be here right now. I'd be even further away.
I mean, saying, let's be honest with yourself. If you really want to justify your positioning in this game, you should actually look at your player perspective. Oh, sorry, T-Tors. My bad. Sing, if you wanna nitpick positioning and stuff in the game, look at what you were doing 10 to 15 seconds before and be a bit self-critical. If you really want to start looking at gameplay, look at what you were doing 10 to 15 seconds before. Instead of criticizing my positioning and my stuff, like, you were sitting in base reading neutral items, bro. And that's fine. You don't have to play perfect, but let's not pretend you did, at least, okay? Let's not pretend. Because it feels like when we're portraying it this way, it kind of feels like he's pretending like there was nothing I could have done. But there is something you could have done, and that's fine if you... Like, none of us are gonna be perfect. I never criticized you for it, bro. Not once. Not once. Not once, bro.
The question is, why are we doing this play with 0 value?
Well, the value is we don't know where they are, so we're trying to de-ward. Steve called it, and it's correct, because we're 3 and 4. They don't even see Pi, so they might think we're 5, right? So them making this move is really ballsy. Very, very risky play, right? So that's why it has value, because we're going to regain an area and get gold and get the wards out on the map, right? That's why we did it, right? And that's why Steve called it. It's the correct play to do when 2 heroes are dead, right? And nobody else really went in first. So it's fine for me to go in first when we have 2 saves. They don't have nullifier, so they can't really kill us. So yeah, that's just explaining why. He asked why, right? He can also at any point say, wait, like I would sometimes say if someone makes a bad call, I would say, wait, guys, wait, you know, stop, you know? That's okay to say. Like, it's fine. If we do that, I do that all the time in games, and like, back, wait, you know, or something. But there was no real reason to wait if we're ready, usually. Not here, at least.
I'm far behind him because I didn't trust him. I am taking this... Okay, let me show you.
Oh wait, he's doing player view?
Of this high ground. Let me show you.
Okay, alright. Maybe respect.
Look at everyone's positioning one at a time.
I'm really proud of how communicated here, by the way. When if you guys watched the VOD, I said, guys, be ready. You know, like I reaffirmed Steve's calls 3 times. 8 seconds later, I'm there, right? So they had 8 seconds to prepare.
By one of them. Look, you see Steve? Do you see this positioning here? He's like, I don't want to go near this high ground here. Like, specifically this spot. Like, I don't even have to ask him. I can see it in his posture on his hero. Look. He walks close, he's like, fuck this. You know, immediately, he's like, fuck this high ground here. This is the range I can jump. X can jump to about here. If I take 1 step here, I got caught and die. You see that?
He will definitely not die with Undying and Snap right behind him, but yeah. There's absolutely no way.
Bullshit. You see how exactly the range he's walking? This is the exact
Not here,
range.
at least.
Like
Sorry.
This line here. Like an invisible circle of an X blink that goes through here. Do you see how wary he is? It's the exact range for Blink.
So when he speaks like this on Sing, right, on stream, with thousands of people, he had his peak viewership of the entire year watching him doing this analysis, by the way, right? Almost 6,000 people were watching him this afternoon. So when he's saying, look, Steve is so smart, he knows not to go to the high ground, it's kind of implying I'm the dumbass for going to the high ground, right? Doesn't it imply I'm a fucking dumbass at the end of the day? Like, he's kind of saying, look, Steve, he gets it. Gorgc doesn't get it. But then he doesn't show the clip where Steve says, take the high ground. Like, he doesn't show the clip where Steve says, go triangle, right? He doesn't show it. It's really disingenuous, I feel like, that he doesn't show it, right? Because now he's implying that, like, I don't know, there's danger. It's so strange, bro. Like, it's when, and the point of the viewership is, like, when he's saying this in front of so many people, it has a lot of impact on what people think of others, right? It has a lot of impact. Ugly PoE, thank you. So let's continue.
And then Gorgc walks in, and he starts walking close, maybe. No, not even.
I don't know what Steve was doing or thinking here, to be honest. He could have seen me. I did call it, so he could have been a bit more ready, but I don't think it would have made a difference.
Yeah,
no.
Wow. Let's play for a save where Rhea has to blink in and save him within like fucking 1 second.
I'm not sure. If it's in BKB, maybe Excalibur could have silenced or something. But he was just not ready, I guess. I don't know.
Could have initiate. And that's our play.
But it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah?
like I said, I never really broke down gameplay. There was a ton of things we could have done differently, right? So yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go for that play. Let's give him the 1 win condition they have. Killing or Void before he gets to play. Instead of just walking together as 5 with a smoke.
I never really talked about gameplay, but yeah, we could have done many
We could
things
just walk
different.
5 with a smoke right here. Not do anything else.
I don't think. I mean, if we wait for Pi to come, right? I don't think Pi even adds anything to the fight. To be perfectly honest, he's a fucking ench. I don't actually know what he had. Like, I don't think he adds anything to the fight. But if we wait too long to take this triangle, they will respawn on their heroes and can TP in, right? So that's why Steve made the call, because there's a sense of urgency where we can go 3v4. Like he's a tank, yeah, but he's on the other side of the map, so he can bait, but. Like we're not, we didn't know for sure they're there, right? Like the way we're speaking now is we know for sure they're there. They're 3v5. Why would they even go for a play? Because they're shameless and they should have lost. Honestly, I'm upset that they won. They deserve to lose on this play, but hey, that's Dota. Sometimes shit works out, you know. For them, it worked out this time.
I have 2 saves and think that's crazy. Let me fucking what's the second save, dude? In this scenario, my blink is cooldown. I move from bottom to top. He went up high ground with no vision. The moment SF ulti goes off, I cannot go in anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think he's right at the edge where he can try to blink Wind Waker me, honestly. But it's really close, and I don't even really like care. Like, if anything, if you're a professional team trying to get better, right? The thing you would be talking about instead of like, you should have tried, it's more like, can you be in a better position, right? That's more important. Like, could you have been closer if you didn't push out, didn't farm that neutral camp or read your neutrals? That's what you would be discussing if you're trying to improve, right? But like discussing whether or not he was 1 millimeter closer or further, it's like pointless, right? Like I never really care about that stuff anyway. It's like, yeah, maybe it would have made the difference, but he could have tried, but. Yeah, I don't think Sing needs to be defensive about this, because I never really attacked him on this anyway.
Boom. SF ulti happens, I can't go in anymore.
We're globbing it up.
So what's left? A tombstone, you hope for the best?
We're Mortimer's kissing it up. He could have. I honestly think it was really close.
Even Steve says he's the one that called for this play. Steve called for the play to go 5 men on high ground. How is this 5 men on?
He definitely did not said that. He said 2 supports are dead. Let's take triangle. So that's just a false statement, but yeah.
High ground. It's one person walking up with no vision and no smoke. It's my blink of cooling. Yeah, I can blink here, dude. Into SF ulti. And let me blink into this and fucking blink yo him. Also, after he said he was saved by tombstone.
I did say nice tombstone at some point. I was fucking outside of it because I got out of it as fast as I got in.
Yes, and we can also just win the fucking game by walking with a smoke.
Yeah, it's okay, but we can't always assume. Like, we're not gonna, when we're 3v5, we're not gonna be smoking up high grounds assuming they're there even. I feel like it's actually just objectively probably a waste of a smoke most of the time. We can probably do better smokes late game, right? And nobody called for smoke anyway. Nobody mentioned the word smoke the past few minutes in this game, I believe, so... It's kind of like a weird thing to like hindsight, I think, because yeah, okay, well, ideally we're always smoked, you know, and ideally we're always jumping, but we're not in an ideal scenario. So implying if we ever go outside of base, we should just be smoked. Like that's not gonna happen always, because we're getting outfarmed on the map and we have an advantage. It's 3v5. I have double chrono. Like we can find many good fights here, right? But yeah, let's continue.
You can blink between the ulti lines? Yeah, dude, let's blink between the ulti lines to cast Yules, dude!
Okay, I mean, that chatter is probably Pepega. What he could have done, though, I think if he blinks max range, he could have tried to Wind Waker. It would have been really close to the range, but he could definitely Greaves pipe me, which might have saved me. But by the way, I still think the Lotus removes SF ulti fear as well, right? So I think he might have been able to save me, just clicked all his buttons perfectly. But again, rolling back, I'm not really here to really criticize gameplay mistakes, but since we're talking about it, then we can, you know.
To save avoids!
It doesn't anymore? Okay. I remember it removing Willow Fear, but actually, let's try it. I need to try it. It's good to know, guys. Let's learn at least, and then we continue. Because, I don't know, but I remember it working like that a while ago. Honestly, some of my Dota knowledge feels like it's getting jumbled up because they change it like first it's this way, and then it's that way, and then it's back again, and then you forget for these details. Dark Willow. Because I remember Willow for sure removed the fear, right? And I don't know if Fear is different. This enemy. Lotus. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 chill, tower. But she cool, man. She cool. She's with me. Alright. Wait, do I have souls? Does this fear? Fuck! Okay, okay. Sorry, Willow. I'm just curious. Honestly, this is not about, like, proving or something. It's just testing. Yeah, this should be enough. Yeah, it removes it instantly. So yeah, he could have actually probably saved me. But, yeah. It wasn't an easy play, and again, I'm not here to criticize gameplay mistakes, because I feel like it's a waste of time, but Sing wanted to bring up gameplay stuff, so we can, you know, if we really want to. But, yeah, alright, let's continue. Let's see.
To have a fraction of a chance of saving him from this initiate.
The chatter was pretty funny, though. Doesn't remove Axe Call? No, it doesn't.
I think even fucking Team Spirit at their peak.
But obviously, Axe Call was the first spell, and then they casted Fear, so I might have gotten BKB Satanic off, right? Like, it would have been pretty close.
TI is not thinking of this play.
With the Greaves Pipe, definitely, but yeah.
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's the correct one. But again, guys, like, it's like, I was just curious, like, what he could have tried this, but yeah. If Wind Waker didn't work, smash all your buttons.
It's insane, dude.
I think I would have lived, actually. Yeah, probably. It's close. Whatever. I don't really care. It was never my point, anyway.
In this case, both you're right, but Gorgc play needs to be executed perfectly. Can answer with maybe Rust team. I don't see how he's ever right.
So in what instance am I wrong here? Am I wrong? I mean, isn't, like, if you really want to point fingers at people, isn't Steve the one to make... Like, if you want to point fingers, I can point one at Steve. He made the call to go triangle. I can point one at Sing for reading his neutral items, not blinking him to save me. I can point at Sheep, but honestly, she did the best out of all of us. But for misclicking the tombstone. I can also point one at Pi for fucking being tilted out of his ass, farming neutral camps for no reason. I can point one at myself for walking up to this high ground and trusting this call, right? I can point one at everybody in this game, right? But that's the point. When you start analyzing gameplay, what the fuck is the point of, like, blaming each other like this, right? Like, it's not something we wanted, obviously, right? We were just trying to make fucking win, you know? Like, everybody did something bad here. Like, what the mistake led to was us over chasing and feeding here and losing the game, right? Into a Satanic, right? So it's like, I feel like Sing is liking to point fingers, but not at himself here at all, which I feel like is a little bit unself-aware, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of cringe. Like, why even begin? Well, what is that saying? Don't throw rocks in a glass house? That's why I really tried not to blame anybody. I think I might have, like, seemed like I blame people in post-match, but I was just thinking out loud. I was thinking, fuck, if we were just ready with the saves, they would have lost the game there. And it's not because, like, I'm blaming my saves. It was like, I'm mad that it worked, you know? I'm mad that they had the audacity to even do this shit, you know? They're so shameless. They should have lost here, right? It's crazy of them. Crazy of them. To make this play. But, you know, I was just like, you know, whatever, let's move on, you know? They're kind of, like, in this kind of mood, ready to win the next one. But yeah.
Okay, you know I'm wrong. Even if Gorgc is wrong, you follow your +1 to your job, not hide and basically get to die. That's a great argument, man. That's a great argument. I'm so glad it was so smart too. Wow, so many things explains. Now, here's the second part about how this is so stupid. It's because our fights are so imperfect and still extremely easy.
So this, I actually kind of agree with Sing. Like, we don't have to force some plays to still win this game. We actually have a very good draft. You can win anyway. But this wasn't really the highest risk play ever. It was just in case they're there, we're ready after Steve's call, right? I affirmed this call, and I think it's okay. It's a decent call. Like, in case they're ready, we can turn. But it's not the only way we should play. It's usually pretty easy, straightforward winning this game. But the enemies are pretty good. They were split pushing us. It wasn't that easy, right? Like, it was definitely it's super high risk. I mean, it's 3v4 and we have 2 saves behind. If one of the 2 saves work, they lose on the spot, right? So they're taking a giant risk doing this. This move right here. And we didn't know they were there for sure. So therefore, like, what's the percentage of them even being there? That's also we have to account for taking over this part of the map, taking the outpost and all that. But yeah.
Like, look at this without voids. Like, imagine if it's any other hero walking up high ground and dying for him. Undying Enchantress. Both perfect candidates for this. Look at this.
Yeah, anybody could have if they were in the position, or they could have also... Middle tower. They could have also spoken up about it. That's fine too. Like, Steve made the call, I followed up on it, and it does work most of the time if we're ready. It's not much more to it. Of course, it's better if Ench is always the one breaking, but that's not always the case either, right?
If at any other hero.
Ench was not in position. Rhea is just not very experienced. She's not gonna take initiative in walking up high grounds like that much. Like, I understand, like, maybe I don't even think it's good if she breaks. I actually prefer to blink in to counter initiate and save. It's better. So the only correct one is technically Excalibur to walk up first, or Pi. But yeah, Excalibur hesitated a bit, and that's fine, you know.
Perfect our jump can be, and see how...
Could have waited 5 seconds. I waited 8 seconds. We watched the replay. I waited 8 seconds before I went on the high ground after the call was made. I was very vocal about it too. I wasn't doing it silently. I was like, guys, be ready, etc. You know, like, just in case. I think I communicate. I'm pretty proud of how I communicated that. Like, sometimes you don't say anything and you're like, why weren't you guys ready? And they would say, you didn't fucking say anything. But we did kind of say something, right?
How much damage he takes.
Excalibur at Aeon CD, he would die for sure. Not really, because he could trust that I chrono them and kill them.
But anyways, I hope you and Sing can move past this.
We can, but the problem is, you know, you know what the sad part is, guys? Me and Sing can move past this like this. Like, literally like this. The only problem, you know what the problem is? And this is why it bothers me what Sing did what he did. He could have just brought this up privately to me later, or not in the middle of a series. The problem is he publicized it in the middle of a fucking streamer tournament, in front of his stream, in front of my stream, like, antagonizing a bunch of people in chat, getting them riled up. I had 2 hate threads about me yesterday, 1 hate thread about me today. And for what? Like, bro, I don't even know. Like, it's so pointless to do this, right? It's so pointless. If you guys thinking he's not attacking, like, okay, fine. But regardless of what he said, it upset a lot of people in chat. And they started attacking, alright? That's like he has to understand the power he has when he speaks a certain way, right? And he questions decisions and whatever else. Like, it makes people angry at me, right? Like, it makes them angry as fuck. So you gotta be careful what you say, especially to your friends, bro. Like we're friends, right? Like, why are we, like, he knows if he speaks a certain way, like, don't you guys, doesn't your instinct say that this is obvious to people up here? Like, bro, when you say that in front of a chat, I look dumb as fuck. And people are gonna use that against me, right? They're gonna use it in Reddit threads, they're gonna use it in Twitch chat, and it's just stupid doing this as a streamer, I think. It's really stupid, right? In my opinion.
Brother, we're waiting for a 5-man smoke so we can move out.
We're moving out because they're 2 dead, but yeah. And Steve called it.
Why is it so hard to understand? We're scared in base because if you get picked off in late game, you're dead and you lose the game. So you push out waves if you can, then you smoke, you put a ward, and you move.
You can definitely do that, but you can take over areas while 2 heroes are dead. I think most people would take over this area, like when 2 heroes are dead for sure. I think with 2 saves behind, like, Excalibur made a good call, and I followed it. I don't think it's that crazy.
But yeah, look how imperfect this jump is, right? We're chasing really far, or can...
If we had no saves, I think it was a very stupid move. Then we have to actually smoke, but yeah, I think now we had... I'm not alone in the game, right? Like, we're behind.
He's fucking dead. It's 4 versus 5, 3 versus 5, Ench is not even here. And look how close this is.
Hi, Ench. It was really close.
Perfect jumps.
Yeah, it's close, but yeah, we should obviously not have chased. But again, are we really gonna be talking about gameplay here?
Asking for perfect jumps. We just need people to be 5 and smoked.
We talked about a bit after the game. If I bought back instantly, I wouldn't have made it to this fight. We had 4 people by the time it happened. But the problem is later we play against 5 buybacks with none, so it's kind of cooked.
Insane, dude. He had smokes, why didn't you smoke? Because our team isn't gathered. What do you mean? My carry walked in with no vision. My plus 5 Eng is farming a camp here by himself.
Decent Chrono. I actually thought we were kind of winning this fight, but I couldn't kill the CM fast enough. I had to commit BKB to kill her. And she got glimmered, right? We didn't have vision. Oh, I was so sad here, actually, I remember.
Like, you even have to ask yourself, what do you even gain from this play? Like, what stops the team from just standing here in the next, like, 5 seconds and smoking from this point and moving out into the triangle?
Also,
Like
when we overchase this fight here, it's so bad because like we know they have ward, but I don't want to, guys. Honestly, guys, you understand why I don't want to talk about gameplay, right? Because it's never ending. It's never ending. Like obviously, saying when after this incident, he should just instantly D-ward here so we can take the fight. So it's dark for them at least if we're taking the fight. But we should have obviously backed. But why are we even talking about it, right? Like it's so there's so many things, bro. Like I don't know.
Why would you not just smoke here?
Why are we even talking about the gameplay? Why didn't Sing say anything in the game? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
They will run away, and so what? What's the alternative? Your carry has a chance of dying before he gets to play? Oh no, the enemy ran away. Oh fuck, dudes. Unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky. Could have won the game instead. Maybe.
Yeah, I love the risk assessment. The choice is between us killing 2 heroes, my carry dying, or the enemy running away.
Actually, I mean, honestly, if you put it like that, isn't that pretty fair risk? We're taking a risk where if we save me, we win the game on the spot because we kill 2 cores, we take over the map, we rax them, etc. And the risk is only us clicking blink save, right? And the other risk is, one hero dying, right? If we mis-execute, if we misclick, right? And that's only if they're up here. Sing is just talking like he's assuming we know they're up there. We don't know. We're making a play in the dark that Excalibur called, right? Excalibur called, go up and D-ward, and that's it, right? Like, it's not, like, even his assessment of the risk itself, like, why should we ever take a risk? Because, honestly, we will win the game. If the Tombstone bug doesn't exist, we win the game. Is that not good? Bro, we're playing against good players. It's kind of nice winning the game, you know? Like, we were getting pretty split pushed and shit. Silence.
Oh no, they ran away. Unlucky. The worst part is when you watch SD go saying this is how Spirit wins and Yato debates. No, this is not even how Spirit wins. We can watch Spirit. Let's do it. Let's watch Spirit games right now, dudes.
This was what I was so excited about.
I can just show you I can show you with your eyes. You can see. We can watch together.
This is exciting, honestly. This was the reason I started watching this.
Let's see. Can we find a Void game that went late game? We need to check competitive matches here. Oh.
I just have to address somebody in chat saying Void and others should never walk first because they have counter disables like Puck and Void. Bro, Puck and Void are the ones pushing out all the waves in general. We're always gonna put ourselves in dangerous situations, right? In mid to late game when you're getting pushed in with 2 Rexes, right? So your point is invalid because it's just the way it is. They're the ones pushing out the wave, man. We're not gonna always counter initiate when they overcommit on a 5 because they're not stupid. They're not gonna jump the 5 every time they see the 5 if everybody's missing off the map. So it's not, Dota is not that simple, my friend. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I wish it was. I really wish it was, but yeah. Sometimes people have the opposite of reality take.
It's fucking perfect, dudes.
They lost though.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Let's see how Team Spirit plays. By the way,
I'm gonna get compared to Yatoro here. Let's go.
Saying how he follows the meta better than anyone else. I don't understand the item builds.
I never said I followed it better than anybody else.
Can you sort this by... Oh, here.
That was a funny statement, though.
Like, when I look at these items, right? And he says he
Yatora has
watches
some...
pro games and I don't, and he watches the meta, he follows the meta, he follows every player. Yatoro does this and that.
I mean, something like the Beast 18 thing in the draft was mostly I was talking about then, I think, but yeah.
Why the fuck does Yatoro's items look like this? And his items look like this?
Cause I'm retarded. Oh, you got me saying I'm retarded. Oh my god. Everybody look at Gorgc. He's retarded. Oh my god. He's such a... Where's my battle fury? Oh my god. He got... Guys, he caught me. He caught me. Oh my god. I didn't do the same build. Or...
Like, why is there not a single one of these that looks like this?
Let's wait for it.
Like, literally not one.
Or wait for it. Just wait. Honestly, this one at the bottom here with Battle Fury Mjolnir, SNY Lincoln, it's similar, but yeah, let's wait for it. I'll explain after this too.
This is the closest one and it doesn't even look like that.
Let's wait for it.
Look at last four? Sure. Looking at last four, does it look like that?
So now we're just being extremely toxic towards my item build for... I don't know why. I never criticized any of his item builds, but alright. So there's also like there's other pro players to watch item builds from as well. But alright, let's see why he built those items that he pointed out, right? But right now he's silently watching his chat, shaking his head like I'm so fucking dumb, you know? Holy fuck, I'm so fucking dumb. Manta would have saved Void. Skadi instead of MKB. Yeah, what a stupid Skadi purchase, right?
Let's watch a late game of Team Spirit.
Okay.
Give me no argument of why this is the build for this game.
Okay, so,
As
yes.
opposed to why Yatoro would go this build in this game.
Oh, thank you. He asked the question. So why does Yatora buy these items in his game, and why I buy my items in my game, right? Like, it's... You know why the answer is saying my decision wasn't the same as his? Was because they're different heroes in the game. They're different heroes. Oh, we did it, guys. So Battle Fury, Ags build, he has a Synth Ags here, is very good counter against Naga. So that's why you buy Battle Fury Ags against Naga. That does not mean you buy Battle Fury every game, right? You understand, right? So it depends on the game. Also, this replay is from more than a month ago. Skadi has been buffed. Everybody's buying Skadi now. So Skadi's very meta. Most carries, they go for Skadi. That's why Smitoro doesn't buy Skadi here. Secondly, why don't I have a Butterfly? I don't have Butterfly because they have one right-click core SF and plenty of other ways to kill me. I will kill myself faster on a... I'll kill myself faster on an Axe Call, right? I will kill myself faster with an Axe Call. That's why I went SNY Satanic. So I can survive an Axe Call. So it depends on which heroes are in the game why we go certain builds. Nullifier we went because they had several... they had Corzella's Crozier and several Wind Wakers. So we had to buy Nullifier this game. We adapted our build to the game. Or I'm retarded. You know, I don't know. The way Sing is saying it just sounds like I'm a retard, I guess. But yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Let's watch a late game of Team Spirit. I'm being disingenuous here, you know as well as everyone that items matter with who you're facing. So then explain me his build. If I'm being disingenuous, give me no argument of why this is the build for this game.
Yeah,
as opposed to why Yatoro would go this build in this game.
Well, I think I did the explanation well enough.
Especially for someone who follows this much of the meta.
Also, this is a month ago.
Like, there's a lot of words you're saying, but there's zero examples and zero arguments.
And theorizing why they made dog shit plays and make them look like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like crazy to do. It's absolutely crazy that Sing does this on stream, bro. We pause on another streamer and just criticize, nitpick everything, including items, D words. Like, bro, are you crazy, man? This is so toxic. It's unreal. It's so crazy. In this game, I didn't need to buy so many damage items either because I have snap globs. I have farmed and dying at puck. We have plenty of late games. So I don't actually have to like solo level everybody in a chrono. But yeah. Because I started all of this. I don't even know, but okay, I guess.
Let's see. It is
I
like
did,
what,
like I said, I never
34
criticized.
minutes?
I
Oh,
never,
that's just-
I never nitpicked or criticized any item builds, any gameplay. No, not even his positioning. Nothing. Nothing. Honestly.
Smoke right there.
Only, like I said, only his attitude and what he says on stream that makes people like make hate threads about me. That I didn't like, you know. And I think that's a valid argument. No, like is that like we saw the hate threads and they came for a reason. I don't think they would have come if we just moved on from the argument to try to win game 2 and then maybe talk about it off stream or whatever, right? Like he was disappointed in how I have a different idea of Dota. Okay, right? But what else are we gonna do? We were going with an idea at the time, so. It was working in the previous day, and it almost worked in the day as well. So, you know, I don't know.
So before even looking at this game, right? When I see this draft of Team Spirit, here's how I would play it. These 4 heroes walk together, Invoker walks alone and looks for pickoffs and pushes out waves. These 4 heroes smoke, Invoker walks.
Sing is already wrong. Like, he's making an analysis of Spirit, how he wants to play the game. Are you noticing something about the Yatoro's positioning when he's pushing out bot lane here? He has collapse.
And Ghost walk.
He has collapse. He has collapse. Elsie always behind him when he's split pushing because he has a save behind him on Void, so he can run away or turn every time, right? That's how Spirit are playing. Actually, like, not the 5-man smoke thing he was saying. But let's continue.
Of travel. Before even looking at anything of this game. It's immediately how I see it.
He's sitting behind him in the fog, ready with the save, while Yatoro's farming the dangerous camps.
Sure. Boom, a smoke. 4 heroes together.
Yeah. So the reason they can smoke here, on Spirit, is because they were able to push out lanes aggressively because Yator had a save behind him, so he could take bigger risks, right? That's why they could regroup and smoke afterwards, right?
Brother,
that's why they could do it, right? We saw that with our own eyes.
Perspective. 10 minutes ago I thought you should just bury this, but Sing roasting you about gameplay and sense is ridiculous.
It's a little bit frustrating, but yeah.
Guess what you wanna do when you go late game? You wanna smoke. And then where do you play on? A fucking wards.
Yeah, I think we did that too. Yatoro lost this game though, what a loser. Why are we even watching?
And they get fucking stomped. The holy who they're playing against. Oh,
Point dismiss, they got stomped. Terrible smoke. Nah, just kidding.
Push out waves. And then what do you do? After pushing out waves?
I hope Sing just spends another like 20 minutes breaking down the positioning and like by Yatoro, the item build. I hope he does the same thing for him, I guess. Like, honestly. Why didn't they just like stick his 5? Like, what are they doing?
And you camp awards. And if you smoke, you smoke. Wow, look, it's Team Spirits. They're not baiting with the fucking Void to go for them to go on them.
Well, actually, Sing, Void is the one farming the 2 camps here, right? Underward this time, yes. But he's the one farming the 2 camps here with Rubik Shard. If you know what it does, you lift him and you save him, and Elsie save as well behind. It's exactly what they're doing. Void is in the front line, farming the most dangerous spot. So he is in the front actually. His whole team is behind him, right? Like all the saves are behind him at least, right?
Well, they're playing together in late game on the awards.
Yeah, the point is the saves are behind him. I don't know why he implied that he's not the one baiting, because he is actually.
Can they smoke? Asking a question here for
He's
themselves.
in the front.
We'll be waiting for one.
Yeah, but his team is there? Bro, my team was there too. What do you mean? They were all there. But yeah. We were just not quite in perfect position. If Sing was like this much closer, he was ready to save me. Sheep was in position to save me. Excalibur did like a little loop-de-loop, hula loop thing on his own. He was a little bit further away than we wanted, but they were closer to the triangle when the call was made by Excalibur than I was. Just so everybody's aware. I was farming the left camps, and they were standing like in blink range within the triangle. But yeah.
Still camping this one wards. He's hunting. Playing as 5.
Yeah, I don't know what this playing as 5 excuse is, but Sing was implying that Yatoro doesn't play in the front with saves behind, because that is exactly how you play Void, right? Like they're literally baiting him right now. They're using him as a little fishhook right here, hoping they go on Yatoro, they fail, they save him, and they go, right? That's exactly how they're playing. If it's 4, if it's 5, what's the difference? He's in the front, that right? That's how he plays. I just said that's how he plays. Yatoro isn't walking uphill like you though. Exactly here. Wait for it. Exactly. Wait. Here. He's the one breaking the high ground with heroes behind him. He's the one doing it, right? He's relying, I'm not going to get bursted because I have this LCW behind me. So, no, actually, yes, he's the one walking up high ground without a ward. Chatter, just so you know. Is it literally in this very moment you just watched he did it? Very moment. Only difference is, you can say you weren't 5. We were 4. Okay, I'm sorry. We were 4 versus 3. So we had a numbers advantage. Here he doesn't even have the numbers advantage, right? Here it's 4 versus 3. So we had a numbers advantage at the triangle. And Yatoro didn't. No, we didn't have Elsie. We actually had better saves. We had Wind Waker and we had Tombstone. So it was guaranteed save, right? Like if you had Elsie that game trying to purge my Axe call, I would have died, right? So it's, yeah, actually you're arguing against yourself again. But it's good. It's a good attempt, though. It's a good attempt. Let's keep going.
Not baiting anything like this. There's the lotion, split up.
So you're noticing the positioning they're playing in here? Okay, wait. They stopped. They started defending. Your team is not there? Bro, they were there. I don't know if you want to watch the replay, but yeah.
Oh, it's a boss because we're 3 versus 5? We're not 3 versus 5 on that spot, dude. If anything,
3 versus 4.
we're 2 versus 3, and it's Undying, me, and Sapphire.
Wait, what? Puck was right there. Was he gaslighting his whole chat, saying Steve was not there when he stood next to the high ground calling for the play? Huh? Am I insane? I was alone? So how did Sheepstick blink in and save me if I was alone? How did she have range to blink in and save me? What is your argument, chat? Are you crazy? How did she manage to do it if I was alone? How? Bro, how? Like, I'm just asking, like, was it like magic? Like, she fucking hacked the code, the valve, and she's like spawned herself next to me, even though she wasn't there? I don't know, maybe you know better than me, right? Because I was watching the minimap and I showed the example 4 times. So, I don't know. But let's keep going. I think he's actually picked the worst game as an example.
He's calling me retarded mid-game in his chat because he doesn't have proper arguments for things that happen in the game.
So that's the fairest argument so far, at least. I honestly think this you're right about. I called him like I didn't call him retarded. Sorry. No. Wait. Oh fuck. I actually admitted to the wrong thing. I called my chat retarded. Sorry. I called my chat retarded. I said you guys are retards for agreeing with him. Is what I said to my chat. Right? That's what I said. I wrote it in my chat because we were arguing and chat was being like, lol, Sing was right. And I was like, that's pissed off. And I couldn't really say anything because we were in the middle of like a series. So I got baited. I'm sorry, right? I didn't call him a retard. I called you guys, and I mean some of you guys that were like rage baiting me, and it worked. Okay, like it was kind of like a, what do you call it? It was like a weak moment. I was like, fuck, dude. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm getting ganged up on way too hard by 2 players in my team, even though I don't know, I didn't even make the call. And then on top of that, the chat and 2 silent guys in my team. I'm like, fuck this shit, bro. Fuck this shit. I had a weak moment, you know. I admit it. That was bad.
Bro, now you coping. They are sitting as team. Ready. All under vision. Ready to jump save. Not setting up and getting ready to get into the situation. Team spirit is there. GN, I'm off. Now this is just trying echo chamber with Digens in chat.
Bro, alright, bro, before you go to bed, like, please, I don't know how many times I need to show this clip, but okay, let's just do it again, my friend, because I don't know, honestly, you weren't paying attention the last 3 times I showed it, right? Let's see here, so this was the moment, right? Here. Max volume, so you can hear, in case you're deaf. In case you're deaf, I'm got you, brother, hey, bro. Literally, like, turn it up, here we go. Turn up, you know? Just like, You got this. So, I'm farming this camp right here. You see me? 64 minutes in. I'll also get the Zune. I mean, Stygian. Damn it. 6406. Okay, wait, let's wait a little bit.
We take triangle? Do without subs?
Pause. Pause, pause, pause. This is where every human has acknowledged the call, right? Right? Everybody's reacted to it. Steve says, can we take triangle? They're dead, 2 subs. Look at the positioning of me on the map compared to Undying. Snap. Can you guys see it in the bottom? Fuck the little. How do I remove the little bar so you guys can see the minimap? I'll also get the Zune. I mean, Stygian. Hey, www, give the subs. Was that to me or to Sing? I don't even know. Okay, so yeah, 6407 is actually when he starts. Can we take triangle? You know, 6407. So as you guys can see, the positioning here is Undying is within blink distance. Full screen it. Is it not full screen? Guys, I can't. The minimap is really important. How the fuck do I get to the minimap? Theater mode? I mean, theater mode is kind of cooking a bit, right? You guys, can you guys see it? Let's see. Theater mode. I mean, yeah, okay, you guys see the minimap right now, right? I'll just zoom it in. Okay, like this, guys. Just for that one guy in chat. Here we go. Look at this. So this is where the call is made. Are you noticing we're 3 heroes next to the triangle, correct? Right? 3 heroes right within blink distance of the triangle on our safer side, right? I'm the furthest away, actually. I'm actually the furthest away. Pi is in his own fucking tilted Lolo land where he's like listening to anime music and hates his whole fucking team because he's used to playing with like Prime Eternal Envy telling him what to do, and now he's pissed off at playing with 7KMR players. You know what can you do? It's Pi. So, ignore Pi. There are 3 enemies alive, right? We're zoomed in here. 2 supports are dead. Axe does not have BKB because he failed an initiate to go. So that's even another weakness on their part, right? That could be exploited, of course, for sure. So Steve makes the call at 6407, right? That's the timing. 6407, the call is made. Let's continue the play, okay, guys? So Rhea actually listens to Steve's call immediately and starts going towards the triangle a bit because she's listening like she wants to win, right? Sing starts working backwards because he's reading neutral items. That's fine. It happens, you know, mistake. So at 6409, I think about it for a second. I'm like, okay, it's a good call. 2 are dead. I can't die because I have 2 saves. Nobody says like back. Nobody said anything. So let's continue, right?
Subs?
Yeah. We need the gem in 4. There are no subs, guys. Come. So at this point, we need the gem in 4. It's 6412. 4 seconds have passed since the call, right? Come. I can tank even. I can tank even in case they're here, right? Like, I don't want them to be here. Like, ideally, we just get the D ward and stuff, and we're not here. Sing walked to the left instead of walking forward, so he actually took the longest way around to get here. So, 64-16, let's say. I mean, honestly, let's say 16, whatever. It's like about 7 or 8 seconds after the call. After the call is made, that's when I walk hand to high ground and get jumped, right? So they were standing within blink range distance of the play, right? You understand? I can tank, I said. I mean, I can tank because I have 2 saves. Like, guys, I'll walk first, you know? Like, because nobody else was walking. It's fine if I walk first, right? It should be probably Excalibur. But Steve called the triangle thing. I affirmed it. Nobody said anything else. So that means everybody's on the same, like, on board, right? Like, I would assume so. So now you understand maybe a bit clearly that we were actually all ready to jump save. Because we were all standing right next to it and nobody objected to Steve's call, right? Like that's, and I affirmed it, right? And I saw my team very close to the triangle, right? I saw them. And I was like, okay, that's it. That's it. That's the end of the play, bro. That's it, bro. That's it. There ain't much more to it, like honestly. And I don't blame them for not being in perfect position. I just kind of assumed they'd be a little bit closer. They weren't. Fine. Then it didn't work out. A shame, you know? A shame. Like, we had plenty of time to do it, but we were reading stuff, and we were, like, whatever, it happens, I guess, you know? Like, people are a bit rusty, and we're not, like, a professional stack or anything, but that was not, like, I don't think the expectations were that high on that play, right? Like, it wasn't like I was expecting the world. It was a pre-called 8-second delayed play on where we had position to actually counter-initiate. Because the proof is in the pudding. Sheepstick was in position to counter-initiate. We just lost to a bug. We lost to a bug, which is really boring, you know, like, fuck it. I mean, I will call it a bug, you know, bag abuse. It's really boring. We lost to getting pushed out of the fucking tombstone, right? It's fucking pathetic, right? Like, she was in position. Everything went according to Steve's plan, you know, at least according to what I thought too, right? Yeah. Okay.
No hate, man. You keep at it. You are a great player and love watching both your streams. Only Digins in chat start hate threads. Why call them 16%
Who is
and
it?
also get so worked up by it? Just
No, I'm not.
execution was bad. Call
Yeah.
it and move on.
That's what I wanted to do, but for some reason we harped on it in between the games. Hate threads were made about me. And now Sing is criticizing and nitpicking my gameplay, my item build, my positioning, my thoughts, my thoughts, even though it wasn't my call. I don't know, like at this point I feel like it's like, bro, yesterday I got really mad about the hate threads, but I wasn't really mad about like what Sing was doing or anything or how he's playing. Who is this guy in the chat? What is this? This is a professional rage baiter. Didn't you invite Sing in the first place? You're 100% right, Corp. 6k MMR, what can you do? Rip bridge. Me? Hi YouTube? Did Gavin pay you and Sing for drama? Sing is still right, bro. So first he said was like, you're 100% right, and then 10 minutes later, Sing is still right. Like, was this a professional or what? Like, what am I dealing with here? This my chat now or what? The fuck is going on, man? I don't even fucking know. Sanest chatter. I don't even know. He's just trying to get banned whatever way he can. I don't even know, bro. I actually don't know. Okay, so where were we? Let's continue with the video, I guess, guys. We're doing a Hassan react today, guys. One pause at a time. Which one was the one?
He just calls people loud and retarded and stupid. Like, it's...
Yeah, but people in my chat are sometimes loud, loud, retarded, and stupid. I will not deny that I say that sometimes. And to me, I guess maybe my volume on Sing is a bit high. Because sometimes I do think I don't know, it's loud and he's like getting like really tense and aggressive in his tone. Like I genuinely feel like when he was pushing for me to explain my argument, it was not in a very nice way. You know, I reacted to it like viscerally. I was like, bro, okay, I'll get angry with you, you know? Like, I'll be like, okay, bro, I'll explain. We went there because people could be ready to save. That's it. It's a normal concept in Dota. So he got the reaction out of me, right? And it is, as you guys know, like, come on, guys, everybody here, let's not kid ourselves. It's a very normal thing, and we can see it in this Team Spirit game. He's farming with LC behind him, right? It's a very normal thing for Faceless Void to farm outside camps because he farms fast, he pushes lanes fast, he needs the gold. And he has to win, he has to get the gold. So therefore he has to show on waves dangerous positions, and he has a save behind. It's a very normal idea in Dota that exists on all levels of Dota. That just that Team Spirit does it a lot better. But that doesn't mean that it's like impossible for us to do to some extent. You know what I'm saying? All right.
For things that happen in the game. So he just calls people loud and retarded and stupid. Like, it's so ugh.
Sometimes, honestly, there's nothing better to say. Like, honestly. Sometimes, to some people, you know, there's no counter argument because no matter, you know, those kind of people, no matter what you say to them, they will never change their mind. Like, I mean, you know, like, I'm not talking about Sing specifically, but you know those kind of people in the chat or like in real life, like your uncle who just can't stop fucking, you know, talking about some shit. You're like, no matter what I tell them, it's not gonna make a difference. So you just fucking call them stupid and move on with your life. Because they're honestly just energy vampires. You don't even like... You're not even gonna bother, brother. You're not gonna be a bro. You're not gonna bother. And that's... Yeah, sometimes it's just like that, you know. Sometimes it's just like that. You're like, whatever, dude. They're baiting with Yatora in front. They actually have 2 saves and a Marcy save too. So here, the beautiful example of how you play with Void, right? A beautiful example that Sing did not acknowledge for some reason. So here, right? They're chasing up on the high ground. Void is going in the front. He's going into an enemy ward, actually. But the LC is all the way over here. But he has a Marcy save behind him, so he knows he feels safe. He baits Mira. Like, Mira's like, fuck you for kicking me all those years ago, right? So he baits him into actually initiating on him. Nightfall is not actually close enough to follow up, and Timber's dead. So he actually he stands here, knows they have a ward. So he baits the initiate because he knows he's super safe with Marcy behind. They even feel so confident he pulls him in because there's no lion stuns left, right? So he feels like, okay, they don't have any disables to chain stun me anymore. So I'm gonna go buck wild in here, you know? And part of the reason why Mira's going to is because Chrono is cooldown. So the only thing he can do while Chrono is the cooldown is try to bait them to go on him, right? Like, that's his only tool to like start the fight. That's if we're breaking down step by step what he's doing here and how they're using like his body to bait people to go on him. That's how you win fights. It's like, it's actually a beautiful aspect of Dota. Like that, the baiting level. Like the thing, you know how if you played against Yatoro on lane and you got him to 10% HP, you know who would die? You would die because he would bait you to overcommit and you would die. Like that's how people. The better you get at Dota, like there's a scale, right? The better you get at this in general, right? And these guys are obviously on a level that we aren't, but like that's just an idea, right? It's just an idea. And you time walk out, you reset, all that, you know. So this fight didn't really work out that well. Honestly, you know what the funniest part is? Mira is the one that baited him. You know, that's the most hilarious part. It's so next level that Mira pretended to be stupid enough to go. He had buyback, and his team actually got out of position trying to chase with Void. And Mira is the one that baited him, which is kind of funny too. So there's another level to the mind game sometimes, right? With buybacks and stuff like that, right? Who got baited? Well, they're trying to bait each other. That's literally all Dota is about at some point. Like he's baiting. Like so here again. Okay, Sing. I don't know why Sing is not talking about. The only one pushing out the dangerous wave here is Yatoro, right? Despite 2 heroes being dead, right? The only one showing here is Void, right? And he has a Rubik and an LC Same behind him, so he feels safe enough to hope that they jump him, right? That he will get saved, because otherwise they will just push the base in the end. So, like it's literally. I don't think Sing could have thought of a worse player or example to use where they're using Faceless Void and saves behind. To start a fight or to survive, you know? Like, he knows they're gonna go on him.
I wish I could. Well,
in general.
Like an animal this game. They lost this game.
I mean, this is not the best example, obviously, because he's in base. Maybe he has no choice, but he's doing it consistently throughout the game on every creep wave, everything, right? Every high ground, all of it. Like, he's doing it all the time. Like, it's honestly a constant thing with these saves behind. It's because when you play Dota, you want to push your limits, because if you don't, and enemy carry is, you're gonna get out-farmed every time, right? You're gonna get out-farmed because you're too scared to farm that wave, right? Because they could be there. You're too scared to farm that wave. You know what Satanic does? He goes up like this with Shadow Fiend. Shoot, farms the wave, while you're like cowering in base. I'm waiting for 5, and Satanic is like, shoot. And then you're 5k gold behind Satanic, and you're fucking lost, you know? And you know why Satanic does it? It's because he has a boy in his back, you know, got his back, you know, one guy, like a save maybe. Or maybe you think he has a save, so he's using that against you, right? You think, no way Satanic is up there alone. I'm not going to go on him. And then he gets a little bit more of an edge on you. That's the cool stuff, you know, in Dota. That's a very nuanced take, but I hope some of you guys understand it, right? But let's keep going.
But it still goes on for like another 20 minutes, huh? What the fuck?
He was playing SF, yeah, you got it.
But it's clear as fucking day on how they play anyway.
I actually don't see any example of what Sing was talking about. They were just smoking on a ward or what. Dude, they were doing exactly what we wish we were doing, right? Like, I think so.
Just watch, like, the moment this fight ends and they have 5 heroes up. It's such a simple move. Push out waves, walk together, smoke, Invoker push out the lane by himself. It's as fucking clockwork in every single game you watch. Look, this is the moment.
Okay, but let's watch how they. Okay, they will be able to push out lanes because 4 enemies are dead
Hey,
here.
wait for heroes to come back, you push out waves. And at some point, they'll gather as 4 or 5. Preferably Invoker stays out. And they'll walk out smoked. Look,
How was
you
this
see 5
example
heroes
you
alive
chose to
now?
use, man? The problem is when you're speaking like this to your chat, there's nobody to contest your views. Like, I feel like everybody in the chat is like, yeah, nodding along. But bro, are they not? Nobody's pointing out how Yatoro is actually playing. You know, all the small things he's doing to bait the enemy all the time, right? This was a bad example. But the problem is when you're comparing me to him in an echo chamber, I look horrendous, right? I look horrendous. Like, if you're comparing me to him in an echo chamber with people who don't really know the game that well, frankly, I don't think his chat's very good at what am I saying? Very good at analyzing the game, let's be honest. Like, I don't think, especially Sing's viewer base are not very Dota based. Like, they will not understand what's actually going on. You know what I mean? They won't understand. Like, they will just take it at face value that Sing is telling the truth here. And maybe he's telling his truth, but I believe we can all agree there's probably a lot more nuance to it than trying to use this game as a point to prove why you smoke and go as 5 and never anything else, right? Because he's doing so much more in Yatoro. He's doing leaps and bounds more, right? Like, let's be honest. He is doing so much more. Small things.
And they will be like, let's walk together. Boom, right
No,
there.
it's not about calling people stupid, guys. It's just like it's a knowledge gap, right? Like me and Sing, I mean, it's like especially me the past few years at least, dedicated whole life and like many hours a day to Dota, right? So there's gonna be a knowledge gap between some people in chat that have jobs or play other games. Like that's not about being intelligent or not. That's not the same, actually. It's not what I'm talking about.
Or give Roche. What's it in bases 5? Actually,
this
bases 5 even is them. It's insane.
Yeah, they set in bases 5 because they have no... They're mega, then they have no counterplay, really. They're waiting for buybacks, that's why.
They won.
Aurora overextended here because they knew they didn't have buyback, so they tried to push the advantage with an Aegis, but they got a bit caught out. I mean, Void is hard to calculate. Refresher Void in base is really hard to fight, right? So the reason they sat in base, they don't have buybacks, they want to abuse, right? Like, Yatoro didn't have it, so he can't really even try to do any play.
And they have to defend. No buybacks. Late game smoke.
Yep. Late game smoke indeed.
Jump first. You have to avoid not baiting. Just jumping first.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, it's implying that I never jump first and we never smoke. Of course, we do that sometimes. But this was not the same situation, right? Like, obviously. Like, I don't know why we're using this as an example to prove why I'm stupid because I'm baiting. Because he also did bait, right? Sometimes, right? This was a situation where they pushed out and smoked, but you do that in every game, no matter what. But how did they push out? By Yatoro pushing out waves and people sitting behind him. That's how you get the advantage of the match to even smoke to begin with. It has to start there, right? And then you smoke, right? That's it.
The outdated stress I'm employing. The smoking and going together.
There's nothing wrong with that. Never said never would ask for that. What am I? I'm not saying smokes are bad in Dota, right, chat? Am I? Sing was implying he never uses his body to bait, when that's actually what he does all the time. Every time you push high ground, that's kind of your concept anyway. Sing is oversimplifying the situation, which makes him sound so righteous to a low MMR viewer. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you put it on the nose. It's when you oversimplify things, it seems like, you know, it kind of puts me in like a bad light. And it's rare. Like, this is what I was trying to talk about yesterday. I mean, today I got bothered by this.
Chameleon gameplay as well.
I will. The thing is actually pretty good at painting, so I can't criticize him for that. But the point is, when you do this on stream and you oversimplify things, you're kind of like, and you're attacking another streamer, you're creating a very bad environment, bro. Like, people are gonna run with that hate so far, even though the situation is very nuanced and has many layers to it. Like, you know, the gameplay itself and the how we communicate, everything, right? So when you're doing this kind of stuff, like, this is an, guys, this, I know it sounds weird, but this is like an attack on me. I did after 3 hours. No, I was not talking about Sing those 3 hours, guys. I was talking about all the hate comments on Reddit I was getting because of the fact that we have started the situation to begin with. I was not talking about Sing. He's talking about me now. He's comparing me to Yatoro, right? That's what he's doing. Every step of the way, right? That was not what I did yesterday. You can't like say, oh, that's the same. It's not the same, guys. You cannot compare. I never brought up gameplay even once. Never. Only attitude, right? Only attitude. That's it.
See this? 4-man squads. Invoker plays alone. Basic macro play. Ideally, they want to smoke. But
Sing is not even addressing or arguing my point about how we said things. He's just arguing about like gameplay concepts here, and it's okay to disagree on those. But when you disagree the way I feel like he did, and I'm like partially to blame too, it creates a lot of like how do you call it, drama between streamers. I mean, it's an easy way to say it.
Cooldown. He actually has it here. So you've used it. Walking together as 5, regardless. Under a wards.
Yeah, of course you play Dota like this. Nobody said differently.
Gorg is upset with my shouting. Point where the shouting is. Please. Please pull up the void and pull up where the shouting is.
Wait, let me see. The wards are where they are because the carry farmed unsafe spots with 2 saves behind him, and then the support warding, which enabled the smoking as 5. Thank you. Someone
Does
that can see
calling
the
Sing
nuance.
louder and low MMR in your chat not attack him? He made this stream in whole response to that.
Well, I didn't really like because this is gameplay stuff, so it's MMR related. I was talking more about humans and their emotions, you know, like in the hate on Reddit threads and stuff like that. I mean, I was addressing those things, like the false statements that were happening. I don't know if you watched the thing yesterday, but I wasn't really talking about gameplay or anything. I was just talking about like, bro, this drama, the drama in general, you know. But yeah, thank you for the new. I'm like, this is a smart comment. Like, I don't know. Like, does press 1 if you agree with this, like, chat. I'm like, are you guys understanding this stuff too, right? Like, because Sing is oversimplifying things, but this is like, wards over there because carry farmed the unsafe spots with 2 safes behind him, and then the support warding, which enabled the smoking as 5. So, the smoking as 5 is not wrong inherently, but you have to do a few things before you can do it. Like, pushing out waves isn't so easy in Dota. Like, you can't predict where enemies are all the time, especially if you're at a disadvantage. Press 1 if you agree, 2 if you disagree, because I'm curious if there are actually people here that, like, think, like, nah, you're wrong. Just smoke as 5. You know what I mean? You don't walk up to that? Of course you do. Of course you do all the time. I mean, they don't know where they are at any point. Every wave you're farming is dangerous, right? Uphill, downhill, it doesn't matter. We were like 3 heroes ready. It's not hard walking up a hill. It doesn't like it's not a stairmaster, bro. Like we have blink save. It's the same as walking down a wave. It's literally the same. We have no vision there. We have no vision here. We just have slightly less vision. It's a high ground, but we still have enough. But yeah. All right, let's continue. Actually. I'm not sure, this whole example is so pointless, and I feel like this disproves whatever idea he wanted to prove. Whatever criticism he had about some sort of like bait thing, I feel like it was, I don't know, it was lost on me at least. I can't see it.
Well,
I mean, item build
bait plan could have worked. I think it could have worked. It
definitely
wasn't, can work.
Let's pause again. Not my bait plan. Excalibur's call. Just let's just get that out of the way.
No one ever said they couldn't. The point is more, why would you do it when you can just win otherwise?
See, that's honestly a good argument. If Sing saw another way to win otherwise, if you can play super duper safe, then he could have said, don't take triangle, play safe. Like, that was, honestly, can't he have the self-insight to say that he could have said that at least once in the game? He could have said, guys, don't go high ground, you know, like, or something. Or wait, I need to read my neutral items. You know, couldn't he have said that? Though, can't you just at least say that you could have said that? Or something? Because that's also on you. We're a team, right? Like, I went because Excalibur made the call, and nobody else objected to it. If there was an objection, then, and I still ignored him, then he did everything he could, and I'm the idiot, right? But why are we hindsighting without even trying, right? Why are we hindsighting? I was shouting and yapping. Shouting him out by yapping all game? No, it wasn't him talking. It was about, I think it was the discussion between Rhea and somebody about the tombstone mechanic, which was not really no point in it, you know? So why are we hindsighting if he has responsibility in the game to also make the call, guys, right? Like, what's the point? This is the point with pointing fingers. What's the point of pointing fingers when you can just point one back? All it does is rile up the 16%. They're gonna go on Reddit and upvote each other, saying hateful stuff about me and him. Mostly me, but hateful stuff. That's the end result. The only thing we're getting out of it is that. No truth. Only thing we're getting out is just some fucking hate. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it's so pointless, because of course we can take, like, I think he's also responsible for it going bad, right? Maybe differently than me and Excalibur or whoever, or Sheepstick for Mikling. And like, there's different levels, but there's always something, right? And for someone saying, like, I talked a lot last game, yeah, I captained the game. That's what we needed. That's what we were losing the first 2 games. That's what we won 2 days ago, right? I was yapping a lot those games, and we won, and it worked out. So I pick Void, and I'm the carry late game. Of course, I'll talk. I didn't talk anything the first 20, 30 minutes. After that, I start talking when my hero is strong. It's pretty normal. That's how carries play Dota. I don't know. Otherwise, you don't win. Yeah, let's continue. His blink isn't cool. I could have said something for sure. I mean, of course, but I've never blamed him for it. You don't understand. I've never blamed him for it. It's okay that he made a mistake, but let's not start pointing fingers at each other, at least. About gameplay. Because that's such a stupid rabbit hole. Let's actually try to change things we can change easily, right? And those are how we behave against each other on stream, right? That's pretty simple. Because, yeah, too many people don't understand nuance.
Why can't we just have the Ench die first and Undying go in first, and Puck going in first, and he just chronos the SF and we just win? Why does that do a bait play?
Because they won't go on them. They're not that dumb. They won't go on them if I'm missing. If I'm missing, this SF is not showing, first of all. They're not going to all in an Ench. They're not going to Axe Call, Blade Mail ulti an Ench 3v5 when there's 2 saves ready. They will never do it in a million years. Like, they're not retarded. That's the answer to this question. Like, they're doing it on me because they're taking a risk because I'm the important target in this game. How can I know? Because these are the kind of... Like, we're playing as a 16k MMR player, guys. Let's be honest. Like, and I'm not arguing for the fact that it could have been better that somebody else went that high ground. Of course it can. But in the situation was, Excalibur called the high ground. I said, I'll go. And it's 100% I survive if we click our buttons. I saw 2 heroes ready, right? I mean, 2 heroes next to the triangle. So I assumed we will click it. It's not deeper than that, guys. It's not deeper. It's not that I wanted to get jump and put them in a stressful situation. It's just that we don't know where they are on the map. So I'm stepping up on a risky position with saves. So, yeah. Let's keep going, though.
You can wait 10 years for the fights.
Do you understand? Like, I don't know why this is so hard for some people to understand. I really feel like I'm just speaking logic here, yeah?
Yeah, this game is kind of fucking cooked, though. Although the concept stays the same. You still want to push out waves and eventually smoke out and get some kills. Which is what they do here. You see like a key difference here of walking in this high ground? Do you see like how normal this play is?
Yeah, I mean, also they're mega crypting. We had Rax bottom, and also when we did our play, first that we were 4 heroes standing around this triangle, right? And they were 2 dead, right? Do you think they would have used the smoke if they're 2 dead on enemy team? Ask yourself this. Do you think they would have smoked if there were 2 dead on enemy team? No, they wouldn't have. So why are you oversimplifying things and comparing these 2 options? Like, it's not the same game. It's not the same scenario. Nothing is the same. You know what? It's literally such a bad example. Like, it was a completely different scenario. Like, 2 dead, we have 2 saves. It's not the same. It's not the same, bro. They would have just pushed out waves. Pushing out waves is equally as dangerous as walking into that high ground. Are you kidding me, bro? You're on vision on waves. If you don't have the support behind you, you're dead to the same exact combo. I don't know what you guys think high ground is some special bonus area where they have 30% damage increase or something, but they don't. You die the exact same way on any creep wave. Like, you're just being dumb if you don't understand that they can also smoke their creep wave. Like, it's the same risk. They're always sitting their supports, saving supports behind them when he's pushing waves, regardless if it's in the base or outside. They don't even have that much of a burst lineup on anything, but I have enough.
You have heroes together, and you smoke and you walk up.
It's so hard to... I don't understand how, like...
And the only one that can walk
Age of Empire viewers, they
think
think it's bonus damage.
Oh,
I get it.
Level 2, and he has some global spells, and he's mobile. A ward, a smoke. It's outdated though. What can I do? Jump first, initiate. My bad, guys, for having outdated ideas of Dota 2. My bad.
Nobody said smoking is outdated.
I guess Team Spirit is outdated too.
I mean, it's just so... It's such a disingenuous way of analyzing this game, isn't it? It's so disingenuous. Like, they smoked and they caught a kill. Therefore... Gorgc is retarded and I'm right. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, what is this? How is this an argument, bro? I don't even know. I actually don't. How is this a valid argument, man? It's so dumb. Like, why are we using this? Like, I don't like this example, bro. You can think of better examples than this, I'm sure. Gigantic strawmans, yeah, bro. Like
But you know,
the
Yatoro would
strawman
have
is
played it, it
out
would
of
have worked.
control.
Calls it
You know
outdated
what?
without a single argument. Just says it's outdated. He's stupid, doesn't play, and he's loud.
I don't think I would use the word stupid. I do
You bet
think,
it's
I
even
mean,
to-
I don't know, maybe some people in chat didn't hear it, but I feel like Sing was pretty loud, but maybe not for you guys. I feel like he was raising his voice in a very, in a way where I was like, fuck, you know, like, it was intense, you know? I don't know if you could call it loud, but aggressive tone, maybe it's, I want to say that. And yeah, he is rusty in Dota, and that's, he will admit to that fact himself too, right? Like, it's fair to admit that he's a bit rusty, and that's okay. I'm also a bit rusty. He hasn't played for 2 years, guys. All right, he hasn't played for 2 years. But yeah, let's continue.
18. His replay is from
Just to, I mean, he's accusing me of saying these things.
a
but yeah.
month ago.
He was very
It's two-
confrontational with you. Yeah, confrontational is a good word, I guess.
2026. It's literally this
Not
or
exactly.
whatever previous patch. It was very recent, what if it's previous.
It's like the smoke. Hooked.
My bad! Throughout the year, I
Hey,
guess. 1 month.
I didn't build some changes along the month.
But regardless of that comment, the reason why it's so stupid is because it's zero arguments. You just say something random like, oh, I bet it's 2018. This would have worked in 2018. It would have been
Smokes
the
are-
same thing.
Smokes have been OP since 2012, brother. Of course. I don't know.
It's a good play,
What's
no
the
matter
point?
what. Like these arguments are so brainless. Like you're just trying to do like some kind of gotcha. Like you're
I'm
so
not.
smart or something.
Trying to move on from a topic so we can win the fucking play the tournament thing, so we don't have to be stuck on arguing like you know how long it would take for me and Sing to reach a conclusion in the between game 1 and 2 on this topic. I think too much. Knowing Sing for 10 years, impossible to try to convince him in like fucking, what am I, 2 minutes? Like, what am I supposed to like break down Dota for him, how everything works step by step, like show him replays? Like, I don't have a pro player there vouching for me. I just have to say, bro, let's move on, like whatever, bro. But yeah,
These strats just work.
he's talking about me, not to his
The
chat.
reason why it works is because Dota, it plays on vision. And you know why vision is strong? There's wards, there's sentries, there's smokes. Smokes beat wards, and then you put a ward so they don't see your shit and you deward them. It's that fucking simple.
It's that everything is just so simple in Dota, I guess. I guess spells are pretty good too. If you guys heard of Tombstone and items, Wind Waker, it's that simple, guys. It's that you just blink Tombstone. It's so simple, and then you blink Wind Waker. It's so simple. Why we're just gonna say everything's simple now, bro? Like, come on, man. I'm getting bored of this like strawman ass argument. It's so bad. Just smoke and win. Stop, it's not simple, bro. It's literally, the game is the fucking opposite of simple. It's the fucking most complicated game in the world.
How can they lose? I have no clue. I mean, it's a hard game though. The Naga Siren puts the Void into a weird spot. You can't just chrono and kill and be like, oh, okay, you know, fuck this guy. And that always makes Void games hard. Yeah,
Really
they're
mad at
fucking
each
mega
other?
creeps.
No, I'm
It's just
disappointed that
incredibly hard to play against.
Sing is spending whatever, an hour on a stream. I don't know how long, but he's spending a long time in a stream just railing on gameplay stuff when that wasn't really my problem to begin with, bro. Is he still, how long did he do this for? What the fuck? Well, I'm not watching all this, am I? He did this for 2.5 hours? Gameplay stuff? Fuck me.
If it's so simple, why did my team win? Don't think too simple, sir. Because my team thought we had to bait. We had to do a super complicated bait where we...
So I'm like, my team, he means me. Like, right, he's talking about me. He's blaming me for the loss entirely, right? He's literally blaming me. Literally right now, he's just blaming me for the loss. No response, nothing. He could have done nothing differently. Our team lost only because we wanted to... Guys, please read between the lines. Don't be so stupid. He's talking about me because I went on the high ground and I wanted to get saved. That's the bait, right? That's why we lost. So he's simply blaming me for that decision, right? Like, he's doing it. Wait, guys, are you actually serious about these question marks? Are you guys not understanding what he means when he says this? He's talking about me, obviously, right? Why did we lose if it's so simple? Because our team wanted to bait. And just to clarify again, Excalibur made the call to go triangle. 8 seconds later, I go with 2 saves behind. Both those saves could have won us the game. They didn't. I was slightly sad. I never criticized anybody for misclicking or not being in position, but we moved on, right? Like, it happened. I didn't like necessarily think it was the only way to win the game, but we were just taking over an area and we didn't even know they were there, like, or not. It wasn't necessarily I wanted to take a bait, but if they're there, then I will survive because there's Blink Yule, there's Blink Yule and Blink Tombstone, right? So yeah.
You save Void at the last second so you can turn on with BKB, Satanic, and Chronosphere. When we can just walk together with Smoke and jump them first. Simple would have won.
Well, I mean, Koma is really smart. The way he played that game was actually really annoying. Like, he didn't show a lot in fights until I showed. And also, he split pushed us a lot. So he was actually aiming to get mega creeps while they baited us on a fight, you know? If we smoke across the map and their lanes are pushing in enough, like, he would have mega creeped us, which would have been very hard to win this game. It's not that simple. Like, he wasn't really... Koma is better than you? Yeah, of course he is, bro. He's like fucking 2k more above me. He's also a dirty little cheater, but at least I'm not that, you know? We're all good, though.
Yeah, I wonder what the late game play is gonna be. Oh, look, it's a Smoke.
I don't know what
Where they walk together.
This analysis is so crazy, bro.
And some guy gives vision. And
yeah,
they
but
jump
how
first.
did they get to the point where they got the smoke, guys? Void played in aggressive positions with heroes behind. They got wards out. They dewarded. That's the reason they got the smoke out. It's not because of they just randomly pressed it. And the waves fixed themselves. It's that simple, though. Well, this Timber is fucking unkillable. What the hell? Holy shit!
And they
What a
got
turnaround.
fucked in the asshole. Holy shit, that was insane actually. What the fuck? Oh my god. These guys are insane. But yeah, the concept stays the same. Yeah, no one is outdated.
Oh man, he really is harping on this like outdated thing. Crazy. He's really harping on me saying that. It did, I mean, objectively speaking, if you think with your brain a bit, back when Sing was active pro also, there was the idea of like smoking and punishing parts of the map. Like, Dota was a bit different then because the map was a lot smaller. Like you could more cleanly smoke and get what you wanted because the map was smaller. It was easier to predict where enemies were. And like, for instance, back in the Team Secret heyday when they were peaking, you could actually like take control of enemy triangle and control about 60-70% of the farm on the map. That just isn't the case anymore, right? Like, it's like the strength of like forcing plays isn't forcing smokes isn't actually as good as it used to be. Like, it's still good, but it's not as good as it used to be, right? Like, that's just like, if you think how the map has changed, right? Like, it's different a bit. But it's just a small nuance. It's not really an argument against it, but yeah.
This is where it ends, I guess.
6-7.
This one's over. I just lost. And we can watch any fucking game you want, dude, off Team Spirit. It's gonna be the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
Not even have to be faceless Void, man.
Never baited on Void in his life. I guess I spent my last fucking 3 years of watching Dota just like completely dreaming it though.
This one also lost.
Apparently.
Yeah,
according to Sing, that's the way it is. I guess.
I'm losing a lot of late game games.
Watching another game? Against
Outdated?
Yatoro?
Yeah, must be outdated. Team Spirit is fucking washed.
Alright, let's skip this Nigma replay review. Nigma winning Spirit? Wait, what, did I miss this game? When?
I mean, that's such a like a non-descriptive way of saying anything. Like form Pox, Storm, Ember, maybe like Furion, maybe
Let's
like
skip this part a little bit, I guess.
called Pit Lords. So it's gonna be the same thing here with Ember instead. So yeah, you see here like they're walking as 4 here. Ember plays alone because he can't really die unless he fucks up really hard.
I don't know. A strange trying to say I was like always playing alone or something. I don't know.
At some point, you would just see the same play on every single Team Spirit review over and over and over. They will smoke as 4 or 5, walk together, plant a ward.
But we did that too, even at our level. I don't understand what the
It's
what
really not rocket science.
is he implying that I don't agree with this? Of course I agree with this, brother. I agree with this. Like I don't know. Like yeah, it's good. You farm creeps and then you smoke together and you try to fight. I don't understand. Not everything is about me. Well, in this case, Sing is actually talking about me, and his chat is talking about me too. So yeah, it is kind of about me this time.
Greedy ass farming.
Nigma fucking
Actually
owning, by the way.
I mean, he's the one that used the argument, right? So I'm using it in real time to show you how it's not the case.
So yeah, I made a comment like just like I didn't know what to say really, like because how do I explain to a person that like pushing out the wave with a hero with a save behind is a good Dota thing? I didn't know what to say. I was put on the spot. I said, I don't know, fucking Team Spirit does it all the time. I don't know, watch the Pro Dota. That's like how people play Dota. It's kind of the same idea as like if you asked me, like I said the example earlier, why is pushing lanes good? And I would say, I don't know, watch Pro Dota. Everybody pushes lanes. You just kind of have to do it to win Dota. Like I can't like break it all down to you on the spot, right? Like it's just normal Dota. That's why I mentioned Yatoro as an example. It wasn't specifically because we're Spirit or anything. It's just because that's how people play Dota. I don't know. Like, that's normal to play like this. Everybody pushes lane with a support behind if they have a save, or with a Tidehunter behind, ready to blink Ravage, or whatever, right? Like, it happens all the time, especially if you're Rax or 2 behind. All the time. Waves are like moving wards that give vision and info, etc. Exactly, they do. So you have to keep them pushed all the time. And it's risky, because they see you when you do it.
Every single Team Spirit game.
I don't know. Would you guys agree with me, chat, that these replay reviews, I feel like he's just oversimplifying things, and it's like kind of like, I don't know what the point of it is. Like, I've already proven it. I mean, I've already like talked about it last game that we can't like straw manning. We're just straw manning like insanely hard here. It's kind of a waste of time even watching this. Let's skip it at least. I think they're like, okay, he's just waiting for a smoke to happen. He's saying, yeah, that's so simple. They smoked. He's ignoring every part in between the smokes though. I don't know. I don't even know what to like address, you know. It's just so. Let's skip the replay review. I guess I am outdated. Okay. Let's see. I'm like anti-smoke. Split pushing.
It's right if the place works out perfectly every time, and if it's a high chance of success.
Let's see.
But it's not.
But you know what the funny part is? All of this was just based on the fact that I made the play. I wanted to make the play to go to that triangle. It was Steve, bro. He made the call. And I don't even blame him either. It was an okay call, bro. Like, what's the point, man? I actually don't even know why I'm sitting here doing this now. Like, bro, why am I even defending? I'm defending it on a principle level, but I'm not okay with Sing sitting here, like, criticizing gameplay. Like, what is this, bro? Like, item builds? What the fuck? Nobody said anything against it, too? If I went against the call, there's plenty of arguments, but yeah. I made the call to go in? No, you can't. Yeah, bro, you can't be serious. Wait, I have to maybe permaban you. Were you not here 10 minutes ago, or do you want to get permabanned? Maybe you want to get permabanned. I don't know. Black. Do I need to actually pull up the clip again, or Black Icy? Are you serious, man? I can't be serious. Question equals call. That's how you make calls. Maybe we take triangle, guys. 2 dead. Is that a question? Do you know? That's like, I'm like, I waited a second. I said, yeah, let's go, and nobody said anything. Right? Like, that's the call, bro. Fine, let's go. You know, I'm following it. He said those words exactly. He's farming drama. Oh my god, dude.
And I chat like, how do I save Gorgc in this scenario? I can't find an answer. And I don't think anybody in the fucking world can.
I don't think I never really asked you, Sing, to save me. I could break down your gameplay and say how you can save me. Pause step by step, kind of the way you're doing to me. Maybe item builds, maybe wind lace in your inventory. You would have been there in time. But why, dude? That's the point. Ask yourself why. Why are you doing this in front of 5,000 people? What are you achieving? You know what I mean? You're just trying to make me look like the noob, right? Is that what you're trying to do? Like, who's gonna win? Redditors are gonna win jerking each other off. That's it. What are you gaining? I don't get it.
They're getting fucking shreked.
SF always pushing with Bane behind. I mean, whatever, you know? Like, I already made the point in the Atora game. I don't need to make it again because, like, it's pointless, right? It's actually pointless.
Without Void.
Okay, wait, here we go.
What? Look at this fight now. Without Void.
Yeah, we shouldn't have taken this fight even because Koma was baiting.
You think we'd have still lost the
It's
game
satanic.
if, let's say, anybody else died here instead? Let's say the Ench gets jumped instead from a smoke. We walk in.
Okay, the same scenario wouldn't have happened if someone walked in. They could have backed off. But Excalibur could have blinked in. Maybe they would have gone for him. They might have not committed all in for an inch. They won't, right? They might do it for Rhea, and then it's another misplay. But regardless, why are we arguing this when the Tombstone did save me? If it wasn't for the bug, we would have won. Like, I actually have no idea. Like, why is this even an argument? Like, I never argued that point at all. I think it's okay if someone else goes first. Yeah, of course they go all in for Ench. They're gonna risk their entire game going all in for Ench with buyback. They're like, fuck yeah. In front of our base when Void isn't showing, right?
Without our Voids.
Yeah, good point. So Void is the bad guy. I get it. Let's continue.
Let's say Void gets saved. Let's say Void never needs saving.
Yep, Toro never pushed out any waves, so he never needed any saving.
Let's say Ench walks up and Undyne walks up and we're in the smoke.
He never went on any high grounds or anything. He just actually sat in the back, waited for Ench. He waited for everybody to blow all their spells on Ench, and then he would go. Like, that was his whole game plan.
Ask, is it?
Oh, God, why is he oversimplifying it so much?
You should play around my carry, both things are true? Oh, okay, let me show you. Oh, I love this one. I guess he wasn't here earlier for this one. Dude, I love this one. Because I already know I'm right before it starts. I fucking love this one, dude. We're gonna play the game of how do I save the Void? And you can answer me how. Wait, I need to find the moment first. So I think it's before this. He dies here solo at some points, but I don't know exact moments. Oh, it's here.
Yeah, they smoked and scanned me. Good play.
We can play the game
Take
again.
the high road and ditch this shit.
We can
It
play the
makes
game
no
saying,
sense
let's
to
say I
argue
have
about a
Blink,
low-skilled game anyway.
everything. Not just this. I have Blink, I have Wind Waker, I have Lincolns, I have every fucking support item on.
Thing, you're arguing against yourself, bro. I never said you could save me here. Why do you think I said that? I had BKB 7-second cooldown. They made a good smoke. They got me on a scan. Well played, you know? Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, why are you implying I said you could save me? It's so weird.
Under the sun.
He's using it as a trump card, but I never even
Gorgc
claimed
here.
so.
You tell me how I save him, okay?
In general, it's good for you to sit behind me, but in this particular case,
my carry. That's what a true support would have done.
you can also break smoke sphere carry, whereas BKB cooldown, you know?
Now let's say I'm sitting here, right, with a Blink and every support item under the sun. You tell me now how I save him.
If I had BKB ready, he could have just blinked Wind Waker and I'm alive.
Trying to throw you under the bus and make you look like the a-hole while saving himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I really thought higher of him than doing this on stream. It's crazy. Still can't 7 months. Gameplay wise, especially, you know? He can have his. I think it's fair if Sync criticizes like maybe my tonality or maybe my temper, but breaking down gameplay, bro. Are you serious, dude?
Just like you did earlier.
I never even talked about this moment, bro.
Just trialing him up and the mods couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Blink Wind
So
Waker?
we did have a lot of viewers today, so.
Do you think so? And what happens after I Wind Waker him?
Well, hopefully I had a BKB, but I didn't. Totem, Calpol, thanks so much.
He ults. He ults during this disables. He BKB Chrono. His BKB's fucking cooldown.
Yep. And nobody ever mentioned this as an example thing. Yet you're shown it 4 times now on stream to prove a point that doesn't exist.
So how do I save him, guys? Glimmer Cape?
His chat kept doing this. He didn't want to, but going on. Yeah. I mean, we're both getting rage baited. To some extent, I understand he doesn't want to do this either. Alright, let's skip forward.
Job that dies for other people, you dumbass. My goodness. You can just play together. With a smoke.
We were 4 versus 3. Play together with a smoke.
Fucking Wind Waker here. Is it before or after the Blade Cooldown? Before or after the SF?
Now people are nitpicking like he could have been closer or whatever, and there's ways he could have been closer, but like it's pointless. Okay, I think I did enough actually. I don't think I will get anything out of these replays anyway, like anymore. Yeah, not you. Well, let's see what he says when Steve makes the call. I'm curious. Guys, can we just... Okay, I'm buying sentries, guys. Carried somebody. There's the jump ward. No, I was waiting too long. I just buy sentries, it's fine. Yeah, we were a little bit slow with dewarding. It was a bit frustrating. Pi was also very frustrated because Sing didn't want to deward much, but Pi was feeling a little bit mad. Part of his rage, but Pi is full of uncontrolled rage.
Steve does talk about this game in his team. Yeah, I mean, it was super frustrating. It's because there was so much shit talking, especially after the game ended. And then when you watch back in the replay, you see like how impossible some of these things they were talking about were. Like, it's ridiculous.
I never talked about gameplay though. That's the thing. I never talked about gameplay. If he's talking about me. Maybe it was Steve, I don't know. Oh, is this T-Touring? No. We're watching it with the comms now, right? I don't know what the point of this is, but we'll call it. Fine, let's keep going forward.
I have no idea.
This here, so watch it.
When you guys are chasing Steve,
Wow.
Don't
Instead of thinking what he said out loud.
Level of 16%, don't sit there and agree with that he's trying to put you down.
Why don't you just ask every single one of them one at a time?
Talk in private and resolve in private.
The problem is Sing ruined it, bro. Like
want more content.
Sing I mean, I also reacted yesterday, but I feel like when he goes all antagonistic, like when I'm captaining the team and I get 3 Reddit threads about me, of course I'm gonna react to the Reddit threads because they're ridiculous, right? Like, and it's their fault, Reddit's fault, for amplifying this to like some absolutely crazy thing, and also chat hoppers from Sing's chat. Like, it's their fault, but like between me and Sing, it's such a small disagreement. But I think he needs. Only thing I want out of all this, I don't even care if he agrees with me. I mean, on some level, I hope he understands what I mean when I mean like, you know, I'm pushing out waves and I want to support behind me, like, late game. Every team does it. Every player does it on every level. But I hope he just understands when he says certain things in a stream, when he vilifies like that, it really, like when he's speaking like this, like in this sarcastic tone, implying that I'm stupid for, like, thinking about going higher in a certain way. I hope he understands that this means that I look like an extremely bad guy, because people respect his opinion, right? Like, I look like an extremely piece of shit that doesn't know anything about Dota, right? Like it's very bad doing this on stream, bro. It's very bad. And now I have to respond to it. I'm not attacking him or his gameplay here, but I'm attacking his behavior because he hasn't streamer, bro, and as a friend, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I called you out on a very legitimate thing. I feel like you were like over aggressive about a concept in Dota that didn't really matter in the middle of a series we could win. And then I got a lot of shit and hatreds for it. And I think you should have seen that coming. And then you should have seen it coming also that doing this on stream is only going to garner more hate towards me, right? Do you understand? Like, that's my problem. I don't care about the game. The gameplay is minor. We can have disagreements, and I'm still like sure about what I said, and I feel like you're oversimplifying things, but whatever, right? That's my stance. People can take a side on that one. But yeah.
Reddit
Honestly.
threads is 16%
My morale was
with the
already
rest
down from day
84%
one,
are
when
dead.
every single
And
pick
we
was shut
aren't
down.
stupid or dumb. Or deaf.
Well, it wasn't really like that. Now he's implying that I am responsible for all the bad drafts because I'm not letting my team have control. Actually, game one, I let everybody pick exactly what they want. It didn't really work out. After that, I started giving more options. Want to pick this or this? No, it doesn't fit the game. No, it doesn't fit the draft. Unless we wanted to lose every game, then we had to have a somewhat of a cohesive draft, right? It wasn't that crazy. We even tried a suggestion once, but then when it didn't work, I didn't want to go back to it, like Skywrath, etc. Right? So he's all again implying I'm at fault.
I don't want to be pleb anymore, Gorgc.
Shut down.
I guess he was talking over when Steve made the call, or what? He didn't hear it?
Retake triangle?
My morale was already down from day one.
Yeah, he didn't even hear it. So, yeah. Okay.
When every single
Unfortunately,
pick
I
was
guess.
shut down.
Thank you, WWG. Heavenly Rain, Empty. Thanks to the sub, man. Calpol, Totem, Gabraldi, Steel Cam. Thank you, boys.
And that's why I didn't go in. That's actually the main reason why I didn't even try to save him.
Yeah, we need the gem forward.
Because I thought he
Reading.
was in the tombstone.
Not because of the reading the items.
You hear that? I didn't even see he got kicked out.
Yeah, and bro, Sing, listen to me carefully. I don't blame you for it, man. It's all good. It's all good. I never blamed you for it. And you're implying that I did, which makes me seem like an even shittier person. I never expected you to, like, always clutch up a save or something. Like, I expected you to, in general, listen to my call to be behind me most of the time. But, hey, it was a mis-execution error. And that's fine, brother. I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. Right? Like, it is what it is. You got rage baited? I mean, so did I a bit, right? Is the chat in slow mode and sub mode? What the hell? It's crazy. Alright, I'll do a little bit. You thought you called him a retard? No, I called my chat a retard because they were agreeing with him on, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, it was just so, like, I don't know, that I lost him the game after game one on vibes, and then the vibes were shit, right? And then I, like, okay, you know, I don't know what to say at that point.
Apparently, if you put someone in the tombstone,
Yeah, but his
and then
chat
you go
made him
in the
think that.
tombstone
Well,
yourself
that's
as undying,
unfortunate.
it kicks out the guy before
That explains why he's so defensive, I guess.
And sadly, they found out in that game there.
Buy back. We need to be ready to buy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what is this? Swiping is a sub-only mode. When you tell them you want to smoke at 5-man gang, they tell you you're loud, outdated, and that you're low MMR. Like, what the hell?
Okay, maybe I used somehow. Maybe I misused some words there yesterday. I mean, I did probably say that some of his ideas are outdated. That's true, and I still stand by that, and I hope he can admit it himself. Some of his ideas, not all of it. I still think he's smart, but he does need a little bit of practice to apply his idea to Dota, and he hasn't played for 2 years, right? Like, that's normal. I think everybody should. Even I'm a little bit rusty, but I feel like I've been only doing Dota for the past 2 months, so most of my knowledge is still okay, especially for drafts and stuff, because I did that a lot. But what did I want to say? But yeah, I'm still feeling rust. And two, what did I say? I forgot the accusation. I mean, you know. So let's see.
When you tell them you want to smoke at 5-man gang, they tell you you're loud, outdated.
I felt like he was being loud is the wrong word. I feel like he was being aggressive. All right. I feel like he was being very aggressive when he confronted me in between the games, and it affected me. Especially when it's amplified with a bunch of chatters and stuff. You know.
Sing plus Gorgc should just agree to disagree and move on. Dota is a complex game after all, and there are many ways to play it as a team.
There are many ways, and that's okay. I honestly think our ways of playing the games are not that misaligned. I just have a issue with getting, like, that blamed, you know? Like, but alright, let's continue. What else did I say?
And that you're low MMR.
And that's, I mean, low MMR is just a fact, but whatever, you know? Like, I didn't use that as a main argument, but, you know, at some, like, it's also, like, of course we're gonna listen more to Steve and Pi and me, because we're higher MMR and we play more Dota, right? Like, it's not offensive, it doesn't attack your intellect, it doesn't attack your anything, we're just trying to win. And if you watch enemy team, how they play, Kolma is 16 KMMR and he leads the game fully from himself. Not because he's maybe the highest IQ, it's just because the motherfucker spends 12 hours a day playing Dota, right? It's just kind of the only thing it's the highest chance of winning, I guess.